So guys, like the vid, guys, like the vid. Welcome, guys, welcome my people, like the vid, my people, like the vid, guys. Subscribe to the channel, guys, like the vid, smash the like button, guys, smash the like button, like the vid, guys, like the vid. Everybody smash that like button, guys. Guys, we're gonna be talking about UCO matches between the Milan derby, Inter Milan versus AC Milan without Rafael Leao. Also, we're gonna be touching about Manchester City Real Madrid yesterday. What a performance! What a match yesterday! Wow, that was a fantastic match yesterday. We're gonna talk about it a lot because I want to keep this stream maximum 2-3 hours. We should be done. We should wrap up, and everybody should bounce because I don't want it to escalate because the fans have been saying they want us to keep it maximum 2-3 hours, so it's easier for them to listen to and kind of pick up something there. Okay, so like the video. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Get the freaking likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, guys. Get the likes up. If you're on YouTube, please share this to your whatever you want to share it to them. Like that videos. Like the smash the like button. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Can you guys check for me if you are live on YouTube? Because I'm not sure if you're live on YouTube yet. It's still telling me upcoming. Come on, and you guys, can you please check for me on YouTube if you are live?
Oh, you give me a second. Let me check right now.
Okay, because people are complaining. Please, can someone check for me to see if it is saying live on YouTube or is it saying live or not?
What? New studio.
Yeah, is it live on YouTube or is it saying upcoming?
Let me check. I don't think it's live. Yeah, it's live. It's live. You're live.
I'm live.
You're live.
Are you sure?
Man, you're a big fan, man.
Yeah.
You're live.
Does it say live on YouTube or not?
Yeah, I'm watching you. I'm watching the stream right now.
Oh, okay. So guys, like the video, subscribe, smash the like button. It's a UCL match, guys. Firstly, I want us to touch on today's match before we go to the Manchester City Real Madrid match.
Shout out Adrian, by the way.
I watched today's match because I think in the first half, AC Milan were just lost because of Rafael Leao, and I keep telling people it shows how important Rafael Leao is to this team. And shout out to him. He has agreed to sign a 5-year contract until 2028, which is for me a good for him. He need to develop more in Italian football before moving abroad, which I believe is okay for him. So for me, you can see AC Milan look very toothless without Rafael Leao, which is very key and pivotal with the way they play. Because if you want to play AC Milan, you have to play them with Rafael Leao. And if there's no Leao in the system you are playing, if there's no Rafael Leao, there's no way you're gonna win football matches without him because he's just too exceptional and very, very good player. So it's a Rafael Leao-less team, which I'm like, okay, I can understand that. I also believe in time AC look very lackluster. For me, apart from Leao, they have to find another different maker because if Leao doesn't play, somebody has to play without Leao. So I'm young. They're looking into getting Christian Pulisic, which is for me not bad. Which is for me not bad. If they can bring someone like Pulisic for me, which is okay for me, then if Leao doesn't play, you have another difference maker for them who can also help them move upward in terms of on the pitch and everything. We can also help them too. If you have two difference makers in your team, it's not bad to have two different makers in your team who can dominate game and give games changes. But in the first 20 minutes, Inter Milan just dominated them. Akan Chananoglu, Nicola Barella, Lautaro Martinez, Edin Dzeko. What a performance from them on the day. It was a brilliant performance. And San Siro looked very rocky, which I'm like, okay, I enjoy what I saw. But after the first half, in the second half, it was just boring because AC Milan had their chances, they missed. They had their chances. Brian Diaz missed. The guy that came in also missed. So whatever his name is, he missed. I'm like, yes, Milan can have a go at Inter Milan. This is where for me it's a little bit scary because I'm hearing Leao might be back for the second leg. So how fit will it be? I don't know. Are they going to rush Leao? I don't know. But if Leao is fit for the second leg on Tuesday, that is going to be very pivotal because they need Rafael Leao fit and ready to play. With that defense I'm looking for AC Milan, I don't trust AC Milan defense because they look very open. But like I said, this season, Inter Milan has get the best out of AC Milan because they've beaten them a lot this season, where they get over them in terms of if you look at the way they played recently. AC Milan has played more in terms of winning more matches ahead of Inter Milan. And if you look at the overall head-to-head, you can pinpoint that out for me. It's not lost yet, but for me, like I said, it's all about game of football. In football, anything is possible. I will not get anything up, but in football, anything is possible. But I was impressed with what I saw with the UCL stuff and everything. So, Kiman, give me your take on AC Milan and Inter Milan. What impressed you most? What do you want to see coming to second leg in San Siro for the second leg?
Firstly, I want to say what's up to everyone. What's up, Abdullah? How are you guys? How's your week so far?
Good.
Man, Abdullah, honestly, these two semifinals, I thought this game was going to be like a very tight 0-0 or 1-1. I didn't expect to see goals in this thing. I thought it was going to be a very defensive, very calm and whatnot. But those first 15 minutes, AC Milan was just confused. Milan was just confused, man. I think what happened is, I think the players did not realize that they were playing a semi-final. I think they thought that there was some Serie A match. Tomori and what other guys to those guys, man. I feel sorry for them. I feel so sorry for them. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that this is why Southgate does not pick Tomori, and I get confused. So this is very, very sad.
But why didn't you go for Nigeria instead of England? That's my
no. The Nigeria, England, and Canada. Honestly, personally, my feeling is usually these African players that were developed abroad. I would say to come back, but I understand that those topics are very, very, very weird. Corruption issues with the national team, but that's a discussion for another day. Millan, man, I'm sorry, that second goal, that dive of yours is very weird. I'm sorry, that was very weird. How do you dive sideways and where you jump from is where the ball went? Abdullah, it was very weird. This team depends too much on a 21-year-old.
Yeah, Rafael.
How do you depend? Because I could see him in the stands. The guy looked and said, "All this work for nothing. All this work for nothing." This is the same team that was slapped, I think, 5 goals by Potter.
Yeah.
If Potter scores 5 goals against you, there's something wrong. Something seriously wrong with this team. But man, Abdullah, just like you said, I feel as if this tie is over.
Do you think it's over? Because Rafael Leao is going to be back in the second leg. It will
be back. But Abdullah, are you honestly going to put all your hopes and your dreams on one player, especially now after you're 2 goals down?
No, but the problem is, Kima, it's a UCL match and it's football. In football, anything is possible for me when it comes to football.
You're right, but Abdullah, what is the point? Let's say they do the impossible. They scored 2-3 goals. What are you going to do against City? What are you going to do against Real Madrid?
Exactly. That defense doesn't look good at all.
You're getting. Did you see what Lautaro was doing to these guys?
Yeah, I saw it.
When I saw what he did to Tomori, I was so shocked. I said, "Oh my God, this is embarrassing." That was very embarrassing. That was very embarrassing. And if that was a penalty, Abdullah, that was a penalty. You know that guy Hakan.
Okay, for me in EPL is a penalty. In the UCL is a different ball game.
Yeah,
Because the
yeah,
way
of course, yes, of course.
in EPL, that's a penalty for me.
If it
Not
was
in,
if it was a penalty, if it was a penalty, there is a very big rivalry with this guy Hakan,
mm-hmm.
Charles.
And I know, yeah.
Yeah, because when he left Milan,
Mm-hmm.
I remember when he was leaving Milan. I speak Turkish. I can speak the
Mm-hmm.
Turkish language.
Okay.
So I was following this up, and it was a very, very big thing. He would give interviews especially during the Euros and whatnot. He would talk
Mm-hmm.
about his issues there. So when he left, the Milan fans felt very, very badly about it. They were burning his shirts. Usually you do not leave your club, and then go to the rivals straight away,
Mm-hmm.
especially in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he performs against them in that cup final. Now he's back in the Champions League. If he got that penalty, it would have been crazy. But now, advantage Inter. I think they're just going to sit back. They're going to give them the ball in the second leg. One small mistake, they're going to pounce on it because they have shown they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
They've shown they can do it. But hey,
But I
Mkhitaryan is
wasn't
good.
impressed with the Inter Milan second half because Milan had their chances. They had their
Yes,
chances.
yes, 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 yes.
They were
That
not playing
shot,
it. They had
that
their
shot
chances.
from what's his name? That guy, I forgot his name. That
Sandro
number,
Tonali.
yeah, Tonali. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that shot was very close. If it don't
And the
deflect
guy
off
that saw
the
a
off,
one-on-one with his left foot that missed it, Macias also,
ah,
Junior Macias.
you you know, Deloitte, there's a lot of ands, ifs, and buts. But
Mm-hmm.
when you're 2-0 down, I think you should take your chances.
Yeah.
They showed heart in that second.
Especially a UCL match. You have to take your
Yes, they
chances.
showed heart in that second half. If they got one goal, this would have been very different.
Mm-hmm.
Even a 2-1 loss is perfectly fine for them. That's
Yeah.
better. That's better.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what you guys need to understand is, Abdullah, there is no home away advantage here.
Yeah.
This is the only game that there is no home and away. It is just 2 games. You have to show up. There's not a
Yeah.
case of we are going to wait for them to come to home turf. You're meeting there the next day.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, but to be honest, this game was actually more entertaining than City match. Far more entertaining than City match.
But the problem for me, because the problem why I say that is Rafael Leao will be fit for the second leg, and if Leao can because I know how good of a player he is. I know how good of a player he is. And I think what AC Milan were missing today was just pure individual brilliance from a player. You can take the ball from the attack, from the midfield and run at opposition. They don't have that play in Leao. So
Yes,
if Leao can play in the second leg where you give him the ball, let him run.
but will
AC
he be
Milan,
fully fit? Will he be fully fit?
that's my problem. Will he be fully fit?
Yeah,
We don't know.
yeah.
Because
Because if
the
he's
plan
not
is for
fully,
him to
what is the point?
the plan is for them to get him fit for Tuesday. That's the plan they are doing.
But no, Abdullah, I'm not very well knowledgeable on Syria and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But I need Milan fans to answer me, and hopefully there's some of them in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Why was Zlatan not included in this squad?
Ooh,
Zlatan.
I don't know. I don't know why it was not
Why?
included. I don't know.
Because if you're looking for individual talent and someone with, for example, look at Dzeko. That
Mm-hmm.
goal. That goal was pure experience. He
Mm-hmm.
knew exactly what to do.
Mm-hmm.
The way he hit the ball when it was coming down, he knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Giroud, I don't know, man. I remember that in that World Cup when people are comparing him to Benzema and saying, Benzema is the Ferrari and Giroud is the go-kart. Remember that?
I remember, yeah.
Yeah. Today the go-kart had no fuel. Abdullah,
Mm-hmm.
the go-kart had no fuel. The wheels
But
were busted. The
but the
tire was
problem
flat.
is for me the problem because today for me is like today's match is a mismatch for me. Where I say it's mismatch is yes, AC Milan came out in the first 20 minutes with the bamboozle. They should have scored 4 or 5 goals, even 6. I understand that, but I still say it again. Majority
Mhm.
of AC Milan matches run through one single player, Rafael Leao. And if he does not play, AC Milan, so that's what I'm saying. When the season finishes, they need to get another different maker, which I'm hearing DiMaggio said they are going for Christian Pulisic in the summer. Which I'm like, if Leao doesn't play like today, you have another different maker in Pulisic who can drag opposition, win fouls, win penalties, win free kick, drag them. But they don't have it because if Leao doesn't play, they're fucked up. So I think the difference maker is someone like Rafael Leao, which they do not have. They don't have it. So yes, in as much as it might be Taihoba, if Leao's fit coming to second leg, I'm gonna give a similar a chance because I know how good he will drag them. And he has a very good connection with Olivier Giroud. You know that. So it will drag them.
Yes.
But for how long is it gonna? Because Inter Milan will score. Inter will score.
You know, Abdullah, I was in. I think AD Adron is in the chat. I was in his live stream earlier. I think a couple of hours earlier, right after the game, and he had one AC Milan fan and an Inter fan, and the Milan fan said something very interesting that I bookmarked in the back of my head. He said, Leao is a type of player in this Milan team that with him present, the other guys also become better. If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Not only is he good, but he makes the other guys good.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, how did these guys beat Napoli? Think about it.
No, they beat Napoli without Osimhen because Osimhen was injured.
Osimhen was also injured, but still, Napoli have more than enough. They have more than enough to beat these guys.
I know. Mm-hmm.
But you have to wonder. You say, where was this heart? Where was this fight? Is this team that dependent on this guy?
Who was the different maker then? It was Rafael Leao.
Yeah.
Because he played first leg and second leg. It was the difference maker in the first two matches. It was Rafael Leao. As I'm saying, he is very pivotal for them. But this is now.
What do you do if it doesn't work? Now, what do you do? Are you going to depend on Leao until the sunset?
For me, the problem is because when I watch this Milan team, I laugh. Why I laugh is I look at when I was back then when I was watching AC Milan in 1990, 1998, 99, early 2000, 2001. They have so many fantastic players. If I have to go back to 2010, Ambrosino, Obafemi Martins, Maicon, Balotelli.
That's not 99. That's not 99. That's around 2000.
I'm talking about 2010. I'm saying 2010.
You think about the players.
I said 2010 when they went to play like Ambrosino, Maicon. They have different. They have warriors. This Inter Milan team are different. If you look at this Milan team under Ancelotti, Costa, they have so many of them. Kaka,
Ambrosini, Sidorf, Cafu, Nesta.
So look at this Milan team. In those Ancelotti era, they have different maker. In this one, it's just one player, Rafael Leao, and if he doesn't play, it's game over.
Yes,
it is game over. That's what I'm saying. The Mario is coming out and saying they are looking at Pulisic, which makes me happy that okay, now they have another player. If Leao doesn't play, somebody has to play there, which is Pulisic that can drag them off the pitch. Which is someone like Pulisic for me, where you take him to AC Milan in Serie A team where it's more different than the Premier League. He can do whatever he wants to do.
What?
He can do whatever he wants to do in Serie A, where it's gonna get more praises for me because if you have Leao on the left, Pulisic on the right, or on the left, Leao.
By the way, everyone, how are you, man? How are you?
So, man, your take on the AC Milan Inter Milan match? If you look
at my money was on Inter Milan. Now, I was a big Inter Milan fan growing up. I all the Starkovic, apart from Marty, because I was staying close to an Italian embassy growing up. So I watched. Yes. I was a big fan of Inter Milan because now Obafemi Martins was playing there. I was not an AC Milan fan. Obafemi Martins, Adriano, Starkovic, Zanetti. These are the guys I was. I had a Zanetti jersey. Then later I had Adriano, then Obafemi Martins. Yes. So these were people So no matter what, I supported Inter Milan at one period in my life. So after we left that area, so Inter Milan and Chelsea was like the two teams I was watching. So Inter Milan and Chelsea was just okay. Since there was no opportunity for me to watch in Serie A on a regular anymore.
Come to watch Time to watch Brexit, huh?
I just stayed towards my Chelsea. But concerning the game today, I wish Inter Milan could have just destroyed AC Milan a little bit.
Yeah.
So at least, yes, at least 3-4, 4-1 or whatever. So at least the second leg.
That
penalty would have destroyed AC Milan totally.
Exactly.
But notwithstanding, they still have the second leg. But again, my own concern is that if Inter Milan gets to the final, they should not go there and play beautiful football. They should not go there and attack.
They don't do it. They're gonna sit back with no Inter Milan.
They just sit back and play 120 minutes with whoever comes. If it is Madrid, if it is Mancity, go there with the intention of playing penalty shootout.
And
not go there.
Yes, just
go there. See, I'm not a big Onana fan. I don't like him.
But Onana is good at penalty. He's good at penalty. Very good at penalty.
Yeah, it might be. I've not really watched it because Onana. I've been against Onana for more than 2 to 3 seasons now, coming to Chelsea, because there was a period he was in Ajax. They called it. I did. I've lost that account. I did a small post of error committed by Onana. Because Onana
has been outstanding though for Inter Milan.
Forget. I said, I'm telling you, for the season, Onana is going to do an error that leads to a goal. He's designed that way. He has this like Rudiger vibe. Like,
moment, I agree.
Yes, I think something he just get bored at one period. Something just one devil's touch, just touch him. Yeah, misbehave. He just misbehave immediately. He might just instead of to make a quick pass to someone closer to him, you just want to dribble.
That's Onana for you. He's a madman sometimes.
He's a madman. The devil just touch him. Yeah, do my work, do my bidding. You just do that.
Edelman, I think that's the reason why he was kicked out of the World Cup.
But let me ask you now, because I said this because hold on, Kima, because the similar I was when you look at Seedorf.
Yes, I did watch Kaka or those periods.
Look at this kind of AC Milan now. It's different because this AC Milan team only rely on one player, Rafael Leao. And if it does not play,
I don't know what AC Milan do this season. I think I've watched more Roma game than even AC Milan.
Yeah, but my problem is they are relying on one player, which if he doesn't play, they are completely fucked up, which is Rafael Leao. For me, it's a concern as a fan because you cannot rely on one difference maker without everybody turning up. Because if that player gets injured, we are finished. And today he wasn't playing. AC Milan looked toothless. They look very toothless. And I'm asking myself, why are you relying on one player? I know Leao is good. I know how good of a player he is. But relying on one player doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. Kiman, do you think your take? Because relying on one player, just one player in terms of Rafael Leao does not make any sense. Because that's what I'm saying. When Dimansio said AC Milan are looking to get Pulisic, I'm like, okay, now they have another defense maker. Where if Leao doesn't play, you have Christian Pulisic who can step up the plate.
If they have Pulisic, they are not playing against Faroe Highland. They are not playing against ET. They are not playing against Barbados. Pulisic will not do anything. He's not playing against a coconut country. He's not playing against he's not playing a beach soccer team.
Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago.
So what do you think is worrying AC Milan? Because they are over reliance on one player, which is for me.
No, see, AC Milan, I think they are very good defensively. I think Inter Milan just caught them unaware with a very fast game.
Edelman, I rate Tomori as a defender. And with the way he is loved in Milan, you don't get that kind of love if you're not a good player. So today I was very shocked.
I think it was the general stuff. Inter Milan just in the first 30 minutes, Inter Milan just played this very fast game.
Edelman, you know the definition of cell shock. You just get confused.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do. If Lautaro was better, if he was not too eager to fall down, they would have gotten a good penalty.
Yeah.
Just throw yourself on Tomori. That's a penalty like that. The guy's already on the ground.
I understand.
Because this AC Milan team for me look very weak. I'm like, I know they won the Scudetto they won the Scudetto the last season. I'm like, when they won the Scudetto, they play more as a team for me. When they won it, everybody was Giroud was scoring, Leao was everybody was just on form. But this season, it's been a reliance on one player, which is Leao, which for me is a bit worrying for me because if I'm in a position, I can easily just double up on Rafael Leao. And once I double up on him, that's it. And if Leao doesn't show up for me, AC Milan doesn't show up. That's me. Because if I'm a defender, I can easily just double up on Rafael Leao and say, okay, Leao, I'm gonna lock you up. Game over for us. See you. That's it. That's it for me. So for me, they have to find a plan B. This is how I'm gonna go to Edu. Second leg, what are you anticipating for the Milan?
What's the difference? Is it not the same stadium?
Yeah, the same stadium.
Is it not the same stadium?
Yeah. The same stadium.
Is there in AC Milan and Inter Milan, is there any home and away? No. It is home. Mm-hmm. There's no difference. The difference between AC Milan and Inter Milan is just the red and blue color. It is almost the similar stuff. They have the same training. No, I don't say they have the same training ground. They play their weekly match, the same stadium. I think probably when the home team will just probably have more sales tickets than the away team.
Yeah,
that's the only difference. But as we are standing now, it was said that AC Milan was at home.
Yes.
So if AC Milan can lose this way, that means the other in the away team, that means probably Inter Milan will have more sales tickets for their fans.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any way for AC Milan. Beside that, I want a strong team in the final. AC Milan does not look too strong for me. I don't want somebody that just do a run over. See, I think the Champions League final will be very sweet if it gets to a penalty shootout. Because if Inter Milan comes and want to play an open football with Mancity or Madrid, it's a suicide.
Yeah, you're gonna go defensive. And you give like team like Madrid, they just give them the ball to play.
Madrid play traditional old football, 7 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
That means if your 3 is not good, they are going to punish the 2. One of them, you need to focus on. Okay, let me block the 2 so that they use the 7. Let me block the 2 so they come through the 3. So they are doing it. They have 2 options: one, square play, or cross and nod.
Mm-hmm. Good.
So if AC Milan plays Madrid, and Inter Milan plays Madrid in the final, that's it. That they are very lucky. If they play Mancity in the final, that would be a horror story. Because now it probably might look like Chelsea Bayern Munich, where we won't see Inter Milan even coming out. Because I won't even advise. The most funniest thing, Abdul.
Yeah.
Inter Milan coach is a striker, and I do not rate coach that are strikers.
Simeone Inzaghi, right?
No, I wonder because now I've been looking all my life. I've always said defensive midfielder and central midfielder are the best people to use as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
But Inzaghi, with what he's doing, one. I'm not saying no because now Italian league. I have not really understand them. They've had 3 different champions in the last 3 seasons.
3 seasons, yeah.
Yes, AC Milan, Inter Milan, and now Napoli. Mm-hmm. So next season will be very vital. Who end up, because now as it is, if Inter Milan end up winning the Champions League, that means they will have to remove whoever is in 4th position for them, or if there was a room a friend of mine was explaining to me some period ago that if 5 team can goes to the Champions League from a particular league. Although he said it, I have not really gotten an insight of that. So,
Can you guys hear me?
yes, I'm
Hello?
here.
Oh, okay,
Yes, I'm
okay.
here.
Is my microphone working fine?
Yes, I can hear you properly now.
Okay,
Likewise,
okay.
I was hearing an echo before, that's why I had to go out and come back in.
Sorry.
No, not you. I think it was for my own part. I was hearing echo from my own side, so I had to go out, come back in.
Sorry, I was having issues with the devices, but okay. Where were we now? Where's Abdullah?
I was just telling him. He was asking me which what did he say again? I was explaining.
Millan team, they look weaker like the one we know in O and the under Ancelotti here.
Yes, now you should know that they are different now. It is not one, the same players. Two, it's not the same era. Three, it is not the same coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
They've lost touch with their glory for a while.
Yeah. And I think
Yes.
they are getting back, because me, I did not understand this Italian league. In the last 3 seasons, Inter Milan has won the Scudetto. AC Milan has won the Scudetto. Napoli has won. So who is winning in the city? It might be Roma. Is it gonna be Roma?
No. Roma. See, I'm still waiting. I'm waiting to see. I enjoyed that Mourinho decision when he said he was not coming to Chelsea, because this was not the Chelsea he used to know. He should better remain in Roma and do something exceptional.
If he wins the Europa League, that's
it goes to the Champions League.
Yeah. And
it's going to the Champions League.
And he wins them in the Scudetto again. Wow. That's another.
Thank you. No, that was see. I keep telling people that the most painful thing about most of our fan base is that our new generational fans is that everybody wants to be like the reigning coach. Nobody else wants to do something outside the reigning coach. Now, you see everybody saying, because Pep Guardiola played a false nine, everybody started shouting about a false nine. Play this one false nine. Play that one false nine. Play here false nine. That is... See, because Guardiola could play a false nine does not necessarily mean other teams should play from the back.
Mm-hmm.
Because Pep Guardiola took time, studied it, and it is a success for him. Not a Potter. Who is the Potter? Who is the Frank Lampard? You saw it. You did not learn it. You saw that this process could work. If it is cross and nod and square play that you are good at, perfect your style and win, rather than copying something you are not even sure of. See, I think Frank Lampard's problem was that he was trying to implement something in Everton and Chelsea. That is why he looks very stupid.
No, the guy Edelman, the guy thinks he's a
I don't think he's copying what he does in Everton. I think he just
let Keyman talk. He thinks he has an assumption that he's a tactician. He does not know that he's just a gaffer.
You know,
a coach.
Edelman, we have been with spaces with Abdullahi before the Real Madrid game, before the Wolves game, before the Brighton game. And every time, all those games, I would just sit back and I think, is this man mad? Is he a genius? Because there is for people who are special, there is only you fit in those two. You cannot be in between. It is either you're mad or you're a genius if you do these things. Understand? We're talking about Champions League. Leave mid-table Chelsea.
No. We are talking now because now you can see now AC Milan and Inter Milan are not playing from the back.
They're not.
So why are some teams playing from the back? Now, if Inter Milan now end up winning the Champions League and next season end up winning the Scudetto, you see some useless gaffer start copying Inter Milan style of play, start forcing other teams to start playing that's almost the same pattern.
So, you know.
Because that's what I said. That's what I said. If you look at Antonio Conte, back three, he work on it, he perfect it, back three. Everybody knows he's a back three.
Thank you. He's a back three. He does not give a fuck.
If I like call it terrorism football, it is a back three.
He does not care. It has been working for him.
He's won him trophies, countless trophies.
Yes,
countless.
And you know the good thing about
it might be has in hero, but he knows how to win the league.
If the players know, Abdullah, if the players know how to play the game and how to play the game you want to play, for new signings, it'll be very easy to show them. They say, hey, listen, this is what we need you to do. This is what we do.
Conte, he make me Victor Moses. Come on, Victor Moses into a team. He just said, okay, Victor Moses, you don't do any job. Just ensure that there is no loophole in your side. Stay there. Leave Fabregas, Hazard, and Costa to be doing the work. Just do your job. And that's why I keep telling people, some players are squad players, while some players are the people who are meant to drag the team. It is common. In Bayern Munich, even in this Inter Milan team, there's some movement you see. Sometimes I've not watched Inter Milan for a while. I was asked, who is that? Who is that guy? 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 Apart from this Brazilian guy that was with the captain band, there's some movement you see from the and Eddie Dzeko.
Yeah.
You start seeing some other movement from the midfield. You say, who is that guy? I'm not really
familiar with him.
Familiar with you, but you see. Okay, yes, one. You think one is a fluke. He did it one. He did it two. He did it three times. There's no media promoting him.
Yeah, I agree. But this was this for me. This AC Milan team they look weak, and I said it again. You cannot rely on one player, which is Rafael Leao. It does not make any sense. You have to find a plan B. Which for me, I don't think Milan have a plan B. That's what I'm saying. Inter Milan are favorite to go through because they have two, not even two goals. They have a squad bench, a bench of his. They can bring in Brozovic. Lukaku can come in. So many of them can come in and become a difference maker. That's what you need. We might abuse Lukaku, but recently he's been in form of his life. He's been scoring goals, assisting, and coming back to the Lukaku everybody knows. So Inter Milan, they are some favorites here to go to, but like I told Kema, it is football. Anything is possible, and it's a UCL match. UCL match, I'm not writing any team up. Inter Milan must not believe they've won it all because there can be a second point, and I'm hearing Leao will be back in the second leg. He will be back. He did. See, 90% of a similar match I've gone through Rafael Leao this season. He's gone through that guy. He's been carrying them.
Dragging them along.
A lot. So if they want to go to the final, they need Rafael Leao to be fit. They need him to be fit. Not 60 minutes, 90 minutes fit. It's a difference.
But again, they are giving him 5 years. So what do you think? You think
I think it's good for him for his development because he's 23. He can stay there two more, 3 seasons, then move to a bigger club. That's for me.
Yes.
For me, 2-3 seasons more.
You know, Abdullah Edoman, it is not something normal for a 21-year-old to have a club in his hand. You understand?
23.
You have the entire club in your hand. They want to build the team around you. The fans love you. So it is a no-brainer. Okay, okay, you can get more money. But sometimes you have to think, you say, okay, I don't have to stay here for 5 years. If I do as well as I'm doing now, my big money move is going to come.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So right now, Leao can see that Milan is not in a position to bargain. They need me. Without me, they cannot. They don't know how to play football.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe you guys can correct me. I don't know any team right now that is so heavily dependent on one man. Even Napoli is not as dependent on Osimhen as they are on
Osimhen, because we talk. I said the Georgia guy is the man.
He's the man. But Edoman, Napoli, they don't okay, they need him, but they don't have to depend on him as much as a Milan depends on
Milan
Leao.
team like Rafael Leao, yeah.
You understand?
And see, that's the funniest thing now, because now I just found out the name. It was Mkhitaryan.
These guys, they gave this Mkhitaryan. Abdullahi.
I get you.
When I saw Mkhitaryan score, I was like, this guy still plays football.
The former Man United and Arsenal player.
Man United, Arsenal. This guy, I tell you guys a funny story. That 2019 Baku final, he didn't play.
I remember that Baku final.
He was one of Arsenal's best players. Do you know why he didn't play? Do you know why he didn't play?
Why?
Abdullah, I told you I speak Turkish, so I know these things. Now, in that part of the world, Mkhitaryan is Armenian.
Yeah.
And Baku is in Azerbaijan, which they are also Turkish people.
I remember.
They have a very, very, very bad rivalry.
Who? Between who?
Between Armenia and Azerbaijan.
Yes. It is common. Even this Shaqiri from
Shaqiri is Albanian.
Yes. Ian Zaka from Albania. There was somebody from others.
From Serbia, most probably, yes. Like Vlahovic and these people, yes. But now Mkhitaryan, it is such a bad thing that they were afraid if he came onto the pitch, he would be attacked. That's why he don't let to play. So this is the guy that I saw him score today. I said, Minya, how can you let this guy score like that? Edoman, make sense, please. How do you dive?
Hey, the ball? It's from Switzerland, though. Shaqiri is from Switzerland.
He's
No, he's naturalized in Switzerland, but I think it's Albania.
Yes, he's ethnically Albanian.
Oh, ethnicity. Okay.
Yes. With Adalbert, yes. Kiprono. He's ethnically Albanian.
Albania, okay.
Yes, and there's a rivalry politically and on football. It's just like Pakistan and Israel.
India.
I agree.
Pakistan, Israel, India. There's a rivalry political and in football. Between
cricket. The funny thing is, me and Abdullah were talking about India just the. Abdullah, we're talking about India today.
That's easy. No comment. I've found out the last month. Let's move on. Because this is me talking because I watched AC Milan last season. Last season when they won the Scudetto, they play more as a team. In as much as Rafael Leao was important in their winning of the Scudetto because he had like 90% say there. But Giroud turned up. So many of them turned up. But this season has been too much of a reliance on Rafael Leao. I'm like, why don't you buy a different maker? If Leao doesn't play, somebody needs to step in and cover for Leao if he does not play.
It is not easy. It's not easy as you assume. Maybe the player. Okay, now last season it was Abramovich, Hernandez, and was it last season?
Yeah,
yes, last season was. Yes. It was this Rafael Leao.
Olivier Giroud, Theo Hernandez, Abramovich, and Co.
Last season.
Yeah, they want to.
Giroud did his own part when it comes to the goals. Both of them did.
Theo Hernandez, you're a fraud. Where are you? Where were you today? Where were you? Where was the service?
The problem, like I said, the problem is they are over reliant on Leao for me. It's worrying if I'm an AC Milan fan. Very worrying for me.
No, Abdullah. If you have a big man in the center,
can you hear me?
You need to give him service.
Yeah. I know.
Now Theo, you're a World Cup winning.
Have to go out and come back.
Or left back. Is he left back, right? He's a left back, right?
He's a left back, yeah.
You're a World Cup winning left back. Where were you today? At least try something. Where were you? Dumfries, he did well. He got into your head. Dumfries did extremely well today. What? Now, Abdullahi, you mean to tell me Lukaku's going to a Champions League final and Chelsea is playing with their thumbs?
It's possible, but the problem is, like I said to Edu, the problem is, if you look at this AC Milan team, I was mentioning of the Ancelotti era then. They had Seedorf, Kaká, they have
leaders.
They have so many, Maldini, Alessandro Nesta, so many of, I can keep mentioning, so many of them. They have a manager and they have a core of team where they have difference maker from the bench to the attack. This team does not have a difference maker, only Leao and maybe Giroud sometimes. If you look at their bench,
Giroud is old. Giroud is old. Ibrahimovic is old. Some of these guys need to give space for a new generational player to hold that.
Edoman, you need look at. I was telling Abdullahi this. Look at Dzeko. Look at Dzeko.
But Dzeko is old, like the oldest guy between the two strikers. Between the two strikers, you have Dzeko, you have Lukaku, you have what they call the Martinez. Now, if you check out, Martinez is like the youngest, 25, followed by Lukaku, then Dzeko. But now look at AC Milan. They are trying to play their old methods, picking old player. Giroud is old. What they call this other guy that is playing Abramovich is tired. Should be in the admin, not even the coaching staff, because he's too violent.
No comment. Continue.
That's true now. They need to allow other players. There's some affordable strikers in Italian Serie A that they can use. But it's not necessary you have to buy Bellucci or any other. Yeah.
Usually these Italian teams they rely on these old strikers.
Yeah.
They like the strikers with experience.
With experience, yeah.
It is okay. Maybe wingers.
But it's gonna be difficult. They have to get Leao fit for him to play the second leg. They have to get him.
At what time? That's like next week.
Yeah, next week. I don't know how strong is the injury.
How fast he can recover.
See, and Bob, you cannot get him fit for 60. You have to get him fit for 90 minutes, not 60 minutes.
Even if he's fit for 90 minutes, what can he do? How can he turn this result from 2-0?
If you go back to last season when they won the Scudetto, 90% of AC Milan match has been won single-handedly by Rafael Leao. That's how good of a player he is. By him only. So it shows today that it's very important for them. And they've been showing that since last year. And I keep telling people, if you take out Leao, AC Milan is toothless.
Hey, okay, they should go and sign Hazard though. They need somebody else. So.
You are 6%, right?
That's true now. They should sign Hazard for next season now. Hazard, I don't understand. I don't understand what is happening in Madrid. You should go and sign him so he can come play football for them. If he doesn't want to come to England.
You know, he wants to retire after next season.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Abdul, the same problem that Hazard is suffering is what is going to destroy James Reese. Poor eating habits and they are not disciplined.
Exactly. You know, Edoman, that Mikel Essien interview, it proved to everyone what we had already thought. This man was lazy. All the reports about him in training, he doesn't care. But he just, no one,
he's can have gifted, yes.
Work ethic.
Mm-hmm. So, because Mikel said it that Lampard is always someone that is very laid back.
Yeah.
He does the things his own way. Which I believe for me, which I'm like, okay, I understand that, but I don't want to talk so much on Lampard because it's not Chelsea talk. So let us get back to UCL. Be cool. I don't want to talk about Lampard. I just want him out of my club as soon as possible, which eventually.
Just pray, make him win the next 4 matches. You're surprised, say, people, we are not going to sign Pochettino anymore. So give him 6 months.
I have been playing since.
I've been praying that we lose.
Since Ramadan, I have been, and my prayers has been answered. You will get bounced out very soon.
See, the only way he's going to get bounced out if he loses the remaining of the season. If he
we will lose to Mancity. We will lose to United.
Don't worry. Even though he loses to Mancity and he end up winning 3 of the 5 matches, those propaganda accounts will come and say he has gotten the reading.
Ogun will call all of them.
We'll say he has gotten the reading. He has found the formula eventually that the coach should give.
So, like for me now, looking at into the second leg now, is it game over for you, or is it like okay, there's a chance?
I feel these people should just. But I feel what.
Me, go back, turn off that video.
Yeah.
I
was trying something.
I feel it is a 50-50 for them. No, it's not a 50. It's like an 80-20 for AC Milan. All Inter Milan needs to do next season, and the next match, you just continue, just play at the same intensity.
Okay.
Try as much not to make AC Milan score probably in the first half, and just find a way to get a quick goal, because now I think AC Milan will crumble under high intensity. Once you keep on putting pressure on that team, AC Milan, they are going to crumble.
Yes,
it was easy. It was easy. You can see Inter Milan had many opportunities.
Yeah,
from nowhere.
In that second half, they had clear opportunity that the Inter Milan won. Very clear, one-on-one. They missed. I'm like, what the heck is going on with this team?
So my problem, AC Milan, I think AC Milan coach is more experienced than Inter Milan, but I feel Inter Milan players were more. They had a better team than AC Milan this night. Yes, I say yesterday night. They had better team, because now half of Inter Milan, I don't think any Inter Milan had any major injury.
No, all of them are fit.
All of them were fit. So they played well. Apart from that,
but I don't like the drop off in the second half. Though I don't like the drop off.
No, the drop. I think the second half, the AC Milan coach became had some little strategies towards his game. Although Inter Milan was still getting opportunity, AC Milan was also getting opportunity for themselves, because
the second half, Milan had a clear chance than Inter Milan. It was one-on-one. The guy that played the left wing, the right wing, Macias or whatever his name is, one-on-one. Score your ball. Score. Simple. Score. Make it 2-1. He missed. Tonali hit the post twice. So I'm like, they had their chances. They missed.
Let's wait for since there's no woman away in Inter Milan and AC Milan.
And I'll say it again, because according to the stats, because they showed it on Paramount Plus, because I watched it on Paramount, they said 90% of AC Milan match has been single-handedly won by Rafael Leao. And according to the report, they will get him fit for next week. That is the hope of all the fans in Milan. They'll
have to drug him.
I don't know. They have to get Rafael Leao fit. The coach was like, if it is for him to play 60 minutes, and I'm like, you cannot play Rafael Leao for 60 minutes. No, you have to play for 90 minutes, because
you want to kill him. You want them to destroy his life the way they destroy Cant. I beg, let them allow him fit. There's next season to play.
I know, because you know how important a Champions League match means for AC Milan and Inter. You know, the last time Inter Milan was in 2010, so AC Milan too was under Ancelotti. So it's been long, and those two teams has an heritage when it comes to UCL. So they want to do their whole.
Like, you want to break a young man like the way they broke Ronaldo, huh?
Meet your mic.
Let him recover.
Because he's gifted, you want to destroy his career. He's just 23. Please allow him recover properly.
Just wait. I have a question for Abdullah. Abdullah, okay. They inject Leao with all of these substances. They put him on the pitch for 90 minutes. He scores hat-trick. What do you do against City?
Me?
Are you going to inject him again?
Okay, this is what I want. For me, I won't be desperate, because I know how important he is. I will only get him ready for 60 minutes. But because how I wanted Milan to just put in terms of, they're not going to go to ball. I want the match to be alive and be very entertained. So for me, I will get him ready for 60 minutes, where I will not start him. Just bring him on for the 5 minutes or 55 or 57 minutes. Bring on Rafael Leao, difference maker. Let's see how the game is after 55 minutes. Then after 55 minutes in the second half, I will unleash Leao. Go out there and play a ball. Let's go again. But the problem is, like what DiMaggio said, we don't know the length of the injury. Is it a strong injury or is it a precaution? We don't know, because they wanted him to play today, but they said he wasn't ready to play. That was why they didn't risk him at all. But the hope, according to the report, is they will do what they can do to get him fit for next week, Tuesday. I don't know what they're going to do to him, but they want to get him fit. And that's my scary part, because in as much as I want him to play, I also have to care about his life, so that they have to be careful too, not to risk a long-lasting damaging injury. Because Leao is an explosive player, very explosive. So it depends. So Abdul, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Milan derby. Your take on the match, brother. Abdul, your take on the match. But for every said, Abdul is gonna disturb the Inter Milan match as good man football. Abdul, Abdul, answer your crime. Abdul, answer your crime.
Yeah, big up everyone.
Big up.
Big up,
Answer your
big up,
crime.
big up.
Good
Yeah, adding
evening.
a go at you. Answer your crime.
I don't even know what that means. What grown man football?
Go man football. Answer your
Get the job done.
answer your mind. Answer.
I
Go man
don't know.
football.
If he wants to ask me a question, he has to jump on the stream, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
So Abdul, your take on in the Milan derby. Where was it lost? How can they recover back
I
this week?
I missed that game,
Mm-hmm.
and after 20 minutes, and I saw the result. I was actually glad I actually missed the game, so I didn't watch it.
Okay.
But I'm not surprised with the result. And I repeat, Inter Milan can win the Champions League.
Yeah.
I will not be surprised.
I said it to you guys like 2 days ago.
I will not be surprised.
I think AC was just lucky against Napoli.
Yeah.
That was a very shocking result.
Because UCL is for me, UCL is a weird tournament for me. It's a weird tournament for me. It's a weird tournament.
Yeah, so they got a Champions League result against Napoli.
Yeah.
You know, when you get a result that is not expected.
Yeah.
But the thing with this game, this semi-final game, is it's like a semi-final based on 2 games. They're not going to move stadium. Their fans are not going to travel. They're not
It's gonna
going to
be the
change
same stadium.
sides. It's just like playing 2 games and deciding who the result favors.
Yeah.
So it's still kind of 50-50 if you look at it in a way. Because at the San Siro, we know that AC Milan can get any result against Inter,
Yeah.
and Inter can get any result against AC. But I just think Inter has the upper hand because to me, they have better players. They are more organized.
Yeah.
They are
And
more
they can play, and they are
decisive.
very good on the counter. Very good on the counter.
Yeah, they are very ruthless on the pitch, much more than AC.
Yeah.
I tell you, I find it difficult to watch a 90 minutes game of AC Milan. I normally get bored.
Without Leao, yes.
Even with Liao, I normally get
Really?
bored. Yeah, I normally get bored watching AC Milan. So I can count the number of games of AC Milan that I've seen the full entire 90 minutes. But I can endeavor to watch a complete game of Inter because it's very tactically driven, strategically based.
Abdul, that second half was boring. My God in heaven. That second half was making me sleep. Oh Lord in heaven.
See,
It was
not-
bad. That second half was just I cannot explain that second half. I cannot explain that. I cannot.
Yeah, we are not going to see an interesting, enticing game for that side of the semi-final of the Champions League.
Yeah.
What really matters is the side that comes out of that game, how they approach the final,
The final.
or
Yeah.
who they play again, who they play in the final. That will determine how interesting the
Oh,
game
they
will
wanted to
be.
talk about Edin Dzeko. Do you rate him, Abdul? Edin Dzeko. Do you rate him?
Oh no! I used to rate him a lot, but he's a little bit old now. He's not the
He's
Edin
37.
Dzeko
He's 37.
of old.
He's 37.
Yeah, he's not the Edin Dzeko of old, but I used to rate him a lot, especially when he was at Man City and when he was at Wolfsburg. So I think when he was at Wolfsburg and Man City, he was one of the best strikers in Europe then.
Yeah.
But at the moment, he's quite old, but he can still deliver.
Yeah. 37 years of age.
He can
That is
still
why in
deliver.
Italian Serie A, you can see
You know,
who
it's not
the
1-2.
strikers scoring goal.
No. It's not about that. It's about being smart and how you've lived your life. You know, Modric is not playing in Serie A.
He's 30, yeah. Luka
There's no
Modric,
better
yeah.
midfielder than him. So it depends on you really. So, but I still have my bets on Inter to go through because I think when AC Milan are trying to overturn that result,
Yeah.
they'll get exposed to some
They,
extent,
yeah, they'll have to come out.
and then that will be exploited by Inter.
Yeah. Because I was asking the Duma before it came in and came on. AC Milan and Inter Milan as a regress when it comes to teams, profile of players, the managers. Because in '05, is it '05 looking to '04, '05 under Ancelotti when they had Costa, Nesta, Maldini, Kaká, Seedorf, Cafu, so many of them, they have Ancelotti as a manager then. That team was formidable. I look at this team, I'm like, oh my God, this is a disaster. I look at 010 when Mourinho won it, Balotelli, Maicon, Zanetti, Ambrosini, so many of them. I can keep mentioning Diego Milito, Samuel Eto'o. Look at this Inter Milan team, they have regressed. Who was the
That is
manager
why
then? Jose, and
that
now
is why I said
Inzaghi. I'm like,
sorry.
mhm,
It's easy to say that, but the point is, Italian football had a different status then.
yeah,
Italian football of them days is not the same. So Italian league, not football. Italian league of them days is not the same as Italian league now.
yeah,
They don't have as much money to attract the best players in the world
I agree.
like they used to. So in a way, the money is just only started returning to Serie A. But even then, they're still weak in terms of competing for players and signing players. But what Napoli has shown to us that if you do it intelligently,
Yeah,
you can still gather very good
that's the
players.
most exciting team right now to watch. Napoli, very good team, and a manager who is very underrated. That guy knows how to coach. Luciano Spalletti, very underrated manager. Needs to be talked about a lot. He coached Mohamed Salah and Antonio Rudiger when he was in AS Roma. He coached them. That guy knows how to coach. He knows how to coach.
I've always thought he's a good coach, but I thought he would be on that level of Sari. You know what I mean?
For me,
Where
it's better than Sarri. For me, he is better than Sarri.
I
For
mean,
me,
he's shown now that he's better than Sari, but I used to put him at that level. But he's obviously better than Sari now because he's winning. And we used to think Sari's Napoli was a very good team, but see what he's doing with this Napoli team.
it's not a
So
long journey. I think he went to Marseille before. Did he went to Marseille in the French league? Did he coach Marseille?
I don't know, but I know he's been coaching for long.
I think he coached Marseille before coming to Napoli. I think he coached Marseille. People in the chat correct me. Did Spalletti coach? I think he coached Marseille in French. Marcel or Leon, one of them. I think
Yeah,
so.
but the thing is for me, I always respect Italian coaches.
Yeah.
I always respect Italian coaches because I think they know football.
Yeah.
They know tactical football a lot, or they know tactical football much more than the other counterparts in Europe. So I've always rated Spalletti, but I've always put him in that level of Sarri.
No, that people are saying, do you
And
rate
I
Nicola Barella? That where do you put him? Because he said Barella, SSB said Barella. What do you think of Barella? I think he's a better midfielder than people rating. Barella is good though. I like Barella, it's good.
um
He
that's
should
an
have scored that
Inter, is
chance.
it?
He should have scored
Barella
that
is in,
chance.
where does he play for again? Is it Inter?
Inter Milan, yeah. Nicola
Yeah, Inter
Barella.
Milan. Central
Yeah.
midfielder.
Yeah,
Yeah. He
you
won the
see,
Euro 2020. He won the Euro with Inter Milan.
yeah, but you see, something somebody just brought to my knowledge recently, or something I've just recently discovered. There are actually two types of midfielders. There are midfielders who rarely leave the midfield, and then there's very, very few midfielders who actually venture out of midfield. So that's the problem with midfielders like Barella. They limit themselves to just being in the midfield. And sometimes it's difficult to actually reach some of them because they just remain in that midfield zone, in that midfield area. They don't leave the midfield. You know,
Yeah.
so who are the midfielders that actually venture out of midfield? Then you're talking about the Patrick Vieira, the Roy Keane.
Okay, yeah.
Even that is what we have to give Lampard plenty of credit for.
Yeah.
Is that midfielder that actually ventures out of midfield
Out of midfield, yeah.
to score goals. So
I
it's
agree.
rare for some of these midfielders now. That is why people rate KDB because he's one of those midfielders that actually venture out of the midfield. And then you have people like even Kante. But sometimes it's difficult to rate midfielders. I think midfielders are the most difficult to rate sometimes because some of them don't leave that midfield area, that midfield zone. They don't venture out of it. So that's why it's difficult to rate them sometimes. In as much as Kovacic is talented, he doesn't leave the midfield zone. It's always within that midfield zone, which is essential in a team. But sometimes a team needs that kind of midfielder that can just venture out of midfield, like Yaya Toure. You know,
But I read
so
Barella though. I read Barella because Liverpool are looking to get him this summer. So that's why SSB is asking the
I,
question.
I, I rate him. I rate him as a good midfielder, but in terms of Chelsea Football Club, if if we're not talking about a striker and a keeper, I don't even want anybody to tell me about the signings we are doing because those are the main signings that will make a difference to this Chelsea Football Club.
I agree.
If we're signing any other player, I'm not even interested. When they bring a world-class keeper and a world-class striker, then I will know, okay, this Chelsea is they're actually serious. They know what they are doing. They
Yeah.
want to win next season.
Smash the like button, guys. Like that the like to 40 guys. Get the like to freaking 40 guys. We're on the road to 40. We're on the road to 3K subs. 3K sub guys. Get that freaking like to 40. Go ahead, Abdul.
So next week is the second leg, is it?
Yeah, second leg
Next
is on
week Tuesday. So we'll wait and see. Fingers crossed. But
Because according to the report, the Milan ultras, the fans, the staff are doing all their bit to get Rafael outfit for second leg. But I'm like, it's gonna as much as I want him to play, but I still think about him that he needs to be.
what's Liao going to do? Liao is not going to do anything.
Have you watched Milan this season? 90% of their matches has been won single-handedly by Rafael Leao.
Look, Inter Milan are the kind of team that can contain Liao.
I know, but you can't contain for 90 minutes. He will score goals and he will create chances.
If any team can contain Liao, it's actually Inter Milan.
I agree.
You might not be able to contain him, okay, for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
But you can make him unproductive, where whatever he does, he doesn't score a goal against
But
you.
if you give him one chance, if you slip off and give him one chance, he is that good of a player.
Which chance are you going to? What is he going to do if you give him even 10 chances? He's not a goal-scoring winger.
Yeah, but Abdul is a creator, and when you have a player like Olivier Giroud.
Yeah, but that's the point. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Create for who? The rest of the team is garbage.
Olivier Giroud, you can score goals though.
How difficult is it to handle Olivier Giroud?
It's easy though.
Exactly. It's not like he's providing service to Benzema or he's providing a service to Lewandowski or he's providing service to Harry Kane. He's going to provide service for Olivier Giroud. How difficult is it to handle Olivier Giroud?
But Abdul, okay, yeah, I get what you said. But like I said, for me, when they won the Scudetto last season and even March of this season, 90% of their matches with Giroud has been single-handedly won by Rafael Leao. That's how good of a player he is.
No. That's
That's the fact. That's the stats. That's the stats.
Abdullah. You're talking a good story. You're talking a sweet story.
It's not sweet. That's what the stats are saying. That's not
the
good.
title. The winning the title last season was a squad effort.
I know.
Everybody, okay.
Abdullah, we were talking about this. Abdullah, we were talking about this. Have you noticed that when Leao is missing, the entire team just somehow forgets how to play basic football?
Exactly.
Since when?
Let's be honest. Today.
No,
what do you mean
since
since when? Today.
Since when? Rhys James had Leao on his pocket. What are you guys talking about?
But Abdul, I watched
Rhys James had Leao on his pocket.
Yes, Abdul, AC Milan, yes, football is all about team play. Yes, I agree. But like I said last season, Leao won them the Scudetto. Yes, in that matter,
last season, have we exchanged Leao for Vini Jr.? Which Leao are you talking about?
Abdul, Vini Jr. under Zinedine Zidane.
Have you changed the Leao we're talking about?
Was a crap player. Vini under Ancelotti is different.
I'm not even talking about. I'm just making an expression. Mm-hmm. Which Leao are we talking about?
The same Leao.
Since when has he become the most dangerous winger? Since when has he become Figo?
I'm not saying he's the most dangerous, but I'm saying AC Milan cannot play without him because he is a difference maker for them.
That's to tell you how average the entire team is.
I agree.
What is Leao going to do? Get him 150% ready for the next game. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, if he dribbles and runs past people and then he squares the ball, which he normally does, who's he going to provide for? Giroud. What's Giroud going to do?
The shot. SSB said Giroud was used. Oh my God, it was asked today. Lord have mercy. FB said Inter Milan midfielder had a masterclass. I agree. Barella was what a player. He was very good today. SB said, I'm telling you, Leao alone would have not done nothing in this game though. Inter outclassed them. I agree. But I think it would still have make some difference though. Not much, but some. This is what I mean when you guys don't watch Serie A. Every time Inter Milan play AC Milan, play Inter, creams on top. Yeah. SSB said, what Leao would have do is free up Theo Hernandez. 2 defenders will have been needed to cover him. That openers play for Theo Hernandez and after Theo Hernandez, it goes downhill. I agree. I agree though. It's like, I don't want to mention it. I hate doing it. It's like Cucurella and Michaela Modric in Chelsea. If Cucurella play, we are in trouble. We are -1. Because when Michaela Modric make runs, Cucurella pass back. So when Chilwell and Michaela Modric play, you see Chilwell making the run, you see Modric passing. You see Modric making that run, you see Chilwell passing. So it's a mismatch. It's like Leao and Theo Hernandez in AC Milan. If Leao is playing, Theo Hernandez, no. I'm going to go forward because I know he's a Rafa. I trust Leao. I know he's a player. He can beat 1, 2, 3 players. We know that. I'm going to make the overlapping runs. Once he get that ball, he's going to give him that ball. That's like team playing together, understanding what you need to play together as a team.
No. I think you guys are just...
Yeah, I'm reading comment. I'm reading it, yeah.
You guys are just talking sweet about this guy.
FB said, Inter is more well-rounded. Yes, I agree. I agree. And FB said, and while we are rewriting history, Leao is good, but it was never output guys. Scudetto was team effort. Defense, goalkeeper, Giroud, everybody was playing well last season.
It was everybody. How can you ascribe that to Leao? I mean,
Leao is good, but I'm not saying he's a work, but he's good.
No, we're not saying he's not good.
I've read comment to.
He doesn't really carry the team like that.
Mr. Goled, shout out to you.
The comment above. Read the comment above.
Above, I've read all the comment. I've read everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Goled, how you doing, brother? Your take on the Millan derby before we talk about the big one yesterday.
How you there, my brothers?
We're good.
Big up everybody, man. Keyman, Abdul, Edoman, Abdullah, everybody.
This way they talk. As if you don't have. Goled, you are talking as if you are like a big man eating suya. Just chilling, eating suya and drinking something.
No. I told you. I am taking
a said, Abdul, we'll get there. I think Inzaghi 35 information would be some what effect. We'll see. But Guled.
Yes.
Yeah, big up. Are you Somali or Sudanese?
Somali.
No, I don't believe you, man.
I swear to
Wait,
God.
Abdullah, I can prove it.
No, I think he's
Guled is Somali.
Sudanese. He's
Yes, I'm
Sudanese
Somali.
that live in Kano.
Huh?
There's a
No,
lot
no,
of
no, I'm
Sudanese in Kano.
No, wait.
I'm Somali, bro. I'm Somali.
Abdullah, are you Somali?
Me?
No, Abdullah, Guled, sorry.
Relax.
Somali me ate.
I'm from
Yeah, I'm
Cameroon.
Somali, bro.
I'm from
ما يفهم
Cameroon.
قطع.
Sifihan.
Oh, but then the guy is Somali, man.
I don't believe. I think he's from Sudan.
Abdul, they
That
just
lived-
speak language. You still go believe you, this man. You are living in the area of 75
Anybody,
lives.
it's just language. Anybody can speak. Oh, okay, so how come I can speak language to Guled? Guled, how far now? What's in the happen?
Adeo, Kilo de.
That Abdul,
there
that's
you
normal.
go.
That's normal. That's normal slang. Normal pidgin.
That's
No,
pigeon. That's pigeon, man.
Pidgin
Come
is a language. Are you joking?
Abdul, I know. Abdul, I can say Sonu, Nagode. It's normal because it's normal.
Yeah,
It's common.
Abdul.
So
Abdul, okay, wait.
I can also
Wait,
say
wait.
Keju all day,
You want me
man.
to prove it's Somali?
It's evil.
You
No,
want
no,
me
I'm
to prove it's
Somalian, guys.
Somali?
I'm Somalian. 100%.
Like, are you from mainland or like in Kenya? Matariga.
I'm half. Abai is Somaliland. Why? How then Macherte?
Okay, but the guys, you see, yeah, you relax, man. You Abdul, relax.
Can
you speak Swahili?
Abdullah became an American.
No, bro. No. I don't.
You cannot speak Swahili, okay.
I was
Wait, where
born
did you
in-
grow up? You grew up in America or Nigeria?
No. The Abu Dhabi, Arab.
SSB,
Wow. Okay, I grew up in Saudi Arabia.
I prefer not to
Yeah,
respond.
Abdullah
SSB,
Kodesha.
stop doing this. This is an exposure. Relax. I prefer not to respond to that.
No, Abdullah has been watching too much CSI, so now he want to investigate me personally.
Guled is from because
became an American on the
no, because Guled is so
No
is
comment.
so Nigerian.
No,
Adam
Abdullah,
Bell said,
Abdullah, go back to that
from
comment.
Kenya?
Abdullah, go back to that comment.
Relax.
It's very true. That's why he never talks shit about Americans.
100%.
Abdullah never talks shit about America.
Abdullah, SSB, just remove your pants live on camera. I'm telling you.
Abdullah will never talk shit.
SSB, I
He's
gave
patriot.
up.
Abdullah is
I said,
patriot.
I've been saying it in this stream a lot. I gave up since in Angola 06. That was when I gave up. And that's it.
Abdullah, I have a question for you. Abdullah, do you get angry when you see the athletes kneel at the anthem?
See, I gave up in Angola 06. And since then, I have locked out already, completely. Angola 06, that was like, it's game over for me.
Oh, come on, man! If you
I'm not joking. That was it.
That, how come you're still crying?
Wait a minute, Abdul. Wait a minute, Abdul. Let me remind him. Aren't you the same guy that just said in the summer you're gonna go to Chicago with your goons to watch Chelsea play?
Yeah, I'm in Chicago. We have people in Chicago. Yeah, my family. Yeah, we're gonna go. Me and Kia are going, and some other guys. We're gonna go and watch Chelsea, not Nigeria.
Guess what? We but Abdullah, we Africans know this. If you have goons in an area, that's your home city now.
Yeah, that America's in America already, so we know that.
Yeah, no, you're American.
Abdullah,
You know, like Abdullah. You know, like
Abdullah. He doesn't want to
knows
give up
the
his
truth.
citizenship.
You know, like no, but Abdul, when Abdullah knows the truth, he can't keep a straight face. I told him if you stay home,
relax. I'm a dual citizen, so I'll keep it there.
Abdullah, no, Abdullah, you're not dual citizen, man. There's people here for dual citizen. You are 100%.
I gave up since 06.
You've given up on Niger, man.
That's why Spain is. That's why I'm like, okay, no worries.
Abdullah, I have a question.
And I told.
What is your former home state? What is your former home state?
Imo State.
Koni, Kimo State. Okay. Just shout out to Kaduna, man. Shout out to Kaduna. That's my second home.
Have you been to Kaduna before?
Nope.
No.
Kiman, it's your time. He's talking to you, not me.
Are you talking to me or Abdullah?
No, to Kiman. Have you been to Kaduna before?
Oh
no, I have a lot of brothers from Kaduna. They welcome me there. It's my second home.
I prefer not to sing it.
No, have you been to Kaduna before? Have you been to Kaduna before?
No, I plan. Hopefully soon.
Okay,
let me get the shout to SSB YouTube.
There's a lot of American people. Sudan. There's a lot of
comments. I'll keep
Sudanese in Kano. Yeah, in Kano.
Yeah.
And I went to school with a lot of them actually.
No comment.
So
one of them remind you of N'Golo Kante.
I'm not reciting the comments.
What did you say?
No comment.
Good lad.
No comment.
Yeah, man. Like,
No comment.
The
No,
ones
it's true,
that
it's true,
look,
because there's a
the,
lot
the
of
ones
South
that
Sudan
look
people.
like the ones that
South
look like
Sudan.
N'Golo Kante are normally from Chad.
Relax, relax.
Yeah, and South Sudan as well, Abdul.
Ungolo is from
Not
Mali.
really.
Relax.
No. There's
South
no.
Sudan.
We don't see. We don't see. Okay. The Sudanese that are in
Yeah.
Kano, they are from the North Sudan.
Okay,
oh
okay.
yeah,
The light,
okay.
the light
The
one.
Nubians, the Nubians.
Yeah, the Arab
Yeah,
ones. The Arab ones.
Yeah, the
yeah,
Nubian
yeah.
ones. Yes.
Yeah. Those are the ones that are. There's a lot
By
of
the way,
them
shout out
in.
Kasum, man. Shout out Kasum.
So,
There's a
Shout
lot
out.
of them in
good at
Kano and
Hopefully,
Kaduna.
let's continue with
Yeah.
football. You guys are sick, man.
No, Abdullah,
Yeah.
you have to know Abdullah. You have to know Africa. I know you Americans. You don't like to talk about Africa.
They
You have to talk
don't.
about
They
the
don't know
motherland.
any.
You,
You
you
are
know what?
sick. You are sick in the head, man. Don't
Abdul,
put me in this
Abdullah,
situation. I'm only talking
Abdullah,
football. Relax.
Abdullah, my brother. Let me say something. You know what's funny? Abdul asked me, "Where are you from?" Because I seem like I'm international, right? But look at the funny thing. At least me and Keyman, we are trying to bring Africa together. You're supposed to learn our language. Shame on you. You can't even say one word.
You know the same part about it. I'm married. My wife is in Nigeria.
Yeah.
That's now I can't even put this on Nigeria. That's scary.
But at least bring the culture together now. Learn some Somalian words. Go to Somalia.
SSB asked me a question about Super Eagles, and I said I loved that in 06, and that's it.
You see the way he changed the subject.
Yeah, man.
SSB started this. He brought out Super Eagles, and I completely said I logged out in 06. That was it. I logged out in 06. That's it. The last African Cup of Nations I did was in I told Blas about it in 2019. He never listened. We did
What the Angola one?
No, yeah, I completely logged out in 06 in Angola. But when Blas was like, let's talk about African Cup of Nations in 2019 when we left, I'm like, okay, no problem. Then we did it. I was like, oh my God, you guys, you want to put me into this situation again? I don't want to be there.
Abdullah, I said this to you guys. I think we were all together here. When 1998, when you guys were, before you played Denmark, when all the hope was in Nigeria and they qualified in the group stage.
Yeah.
What Taribo West said about the players bringing two girls, three girls into the room, literally the night before the game. From that moment, I gave up.
Let's continue with football. I don't want to talk. I prefer not to respond. I don't respond to that.
No, this is you guys. This is the longest I've seen Abdul laugh. This is the loudest I've seen him, man.
But we're talking football, right? If Taribo West got so much psychological damage because of this national team that he became a pastor, that should tell you everything.
I prefer not to talk.
Come on.
Well, it's quite funny, Gulad. The first time I saw Taribo play,
yeah,
I knew he was going to play for the national team. The first time I ever saw him playing for his club side, I knew this guy. He just looked as if he was nobody could go past him. You know what I mean? And
he mean business.
They were saying, somebody was telling his story that from the day he met Taribo, he knew this guy was going to make it to the top.
SSB, relax on this. I don't want to talk about it.
When they go for national camp for a tournament and they stay in hotels, they said Taribo never used the staircase. Never used the lift. He would always run up the stairs to the floor where he was staying.
You see?
And anytime they were staying in a hotel and they had to go train on a pitch, maybe they had to take a bus to where the pitch is or where the training ground is. Taribo never got on the bus. He was always jogging behind the bus. Before training, even after training, he'll be jogging behind the bus till they get to the hotel.
Fair enough.
He's never seen a player who was so determined to get to the top.
Yeah, but he was arrogant when he chose Ahmed Musa ahead of Mikel to give him the captain. I prefer not to talk. Let's move on.
No, I'm talking about Taribo West, not Sunday Lucy.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Apologies. Sunday Lucy. I was talking about Olise.
Abdullah,
That is
this is the
why.
reason why we haven't seen an African team win the World Cup. It's because of egos.
I'm not
It's because of
surprised.
egos.
I don't want to go into that. Lord have mercy. Give me your take on the Milan derby. Go ahead.
Man, nah, you know what? Let's be completely honest. We're talking football here.
Mm-hmm.
That was the most mediocre semi-final I've ever seen in a very long time.
Wow.
In terms of tactics, in terms of possession, it's
Mm-hmm.
like ping pong, left, right, right, left, right, left. The only good thing was the fact that in the first 15 minutes, Inter Milan concentrated more than AC Milan.
Yeah.
That's the only difference, Abdullah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were expecting the game to be a Catanaccio football, defensive masterclass, both sides.
Mm-hmm.
But the nonsense I saw today, and the painful thing is, Costa Corta was sitting there,
Yeah,
Maldini
Costa
was
Costa
sitting
was
there,
there. I saw him there.
Shevchenko was there, Djokovic
Shevchenko
was
was
there,
there. I saw him there.
Desai was there. Like Desai
Mm-hmm.
will be ashamed with that defending today. I mean, Tomori, I don't know, man. I don't know,
Abdul,
bro.
the
And that guy
stocks,
is
the stocks are falling, man. The stocks are falling.
Simon Kerr, whatever his name is. That guy look like a
Lord have
hooligan.
mercy.
That guy look like a hooligan, man. Tattoos everywhere,
Because
polygon.
Guled, I was telling Edu and Abdul this. I was the Ancelotti AC Milan with Costa, Maldini, Nesta, Cafu,
Kaka.
Seedorf, Kaká, so many of them. And I'm looking at, I was the Inter Milan too. We in 010 when they won it with Mourinho, Maicon, Diego Milito, Samuel Eto'o. Even before then, there was Obafemi Martins. I was
Igor
like,
Pandev.
exactly. There was even Obafemi Martins. I was like, okay, this team looks, they have strong. It looks on there's depth, there's manager. And these both Inter Milan and AC Milan team look very ass. I'm like, Lord have mercy. This is beyond explain. I can't even explain this.
Abdullahi, whoever wins the, you know what, Abdul made a point earlier,
Mhm.
and I was listening when he said Inter has a chance of winning the Champions League. Abdul, if Inter have any chance of even sniffing this Champions League, they have to have 100% concentration.
Mhm.
100% concentration. Because the nonsense we saw today, there was no one team that had possession for good 4 minutes in the first half.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
It was ping pong. 2 minutes here, 1 minute here.
Mhm.
2 minutes there, 3 minutes there. Abdul, if you play like this against Real Madrid and Man City,
You're gonna get beaten.
Lord have mercy on your soul.
You get beaten.
Especially City. You're going to get
Especially
ready.
Lord
City.
have
You love to
mercy
keep the
on your
ball.
soul. Yes.
Mhm.
And you know what? You know what's funny? Inter Milan's defense is mediocre.
Yep. Mhm.
But the
Yeah.
only funny thing about today's game was AC Milan's ideas was nowhere to be seen because Rafael Leao was not playing.
I said it to Abdul. I said it to him. He wasn't nowhere to be found.
Because every time AC Milan played, all the attacks came from the left hand side.
Rafael Leao. Mhm.
Yeah, it was the overlap between Leao and Hernandez.
Mhm.
And then sometimes Leao
I even saw this.
would cross the
That was
ball
what I was telling
or he
Abdul
would find
today.
a player open in
Kule,
the
I was
box.
telling Abdul. I said I saw the stat today that they said 90% of the AC Milan match has been single-handedly won by Rafael Leao. Only him single-handedly won. If he doesn't do final part, he score goals. Single-handedly, it would just drag the team from take the ball from the midfield and just run out of position. 1, 2, 3, 4 base players and just score.
Yes. And this is the annoying thing about this semi-final. AC Milan without Leao, as Abdullah said, they were mediocre. They were absolutely mediocre. Bro, I felt like I was watching championship today. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fans and the passion and
Mhm.
every once in a while being reminded you're watching a Champions League game. This I wasn't
That tells
expecting.
me I won't comment because he had a chance. Tomorrow had a chance to choose Nigeria and Canada. He chose England, so I'm not commenting. Go let's continue.
Tomorrow he needs to go to a meditation center. He need to join Grand Potter
It's
because
crazy,
what
man.
he
It's
what
crazy.
he did
Crazy.
today,
It's
what
crazy.
he was doing today, like what was that defender? What was his name? That used to play back in the day, and the guy was so rubbish, man. He used to play for AC Milan.
Oh,
What was his
who
name?
was
They
that?
bought him. They bought him from Man City. I think Abdul knows him.
Who was that? Was
Was
it?
it was it was it Onua? Onua.
Oh
I
no,
think
yeah.
This guy reminded me of Onua today.
Relax.
Abdullah, you saw what he was doing, man.
It was Fikayo was poor today. It was very poor today. And
He-
the funny part about it, in front of Costa, who was watching.
Yeah, not only him, Desai.
Desailly
And
was there.
Maldini who vouched
There
for
was
him, and
Shevchenko was there.
Maldini who personally said, "This is going to be the next."
Yeah, Madini was there too. Madini is the sporting director. He's the director of football.
Abdullah, man, I don't even know what to say. And Abdullah is right because
Mhm.
I don't see any identity in AC Milan to
Without
make them.
Leao, they are finished.
Yeah, but even if Leao comes on, right? Think about this, Abdullah. Even if Leao comes on, and he's going to play on the left-hand side, right? They will double him, right? If Theo Hernandez comes out of position, because that's what he usually does when Leao has the ball.
Yeah.
Theo Hernandez does overlap.
Mhm.
Who is going to cover his space for Barella and Martinez? Nobody.
Mhm.
They're going to kill them with counter.
Yeah, I know. And
If
when you
this
have
game
this
was
question
1-0,
Lukaku, who is hungry to score goals? Ezeko scoring. Martinez also in form. It's gonna be difficult to stop.
it's very difficult. It's very difficult. And if it was 1-0, I would say okay.
And I like what Inter Milan did. First 20 minutes, 2 goals, lock up shot, game over. That was it.
Abdullah, first 10 minutes, it was 2-0.
Exactly.
First 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the difference. The difference was one team concentrated for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest was all passion.
Gullet,
just watching.
SSB said Gullet, that comparison, no comments. SSB said,
It's the truth.
you think the Benassi injury affected them? Yeah, they lost the energy. I agree.
Abdullah, let's call it a spade. We saw the
Yeah.
tackle. This guy just saw the scoreline. He said, nah. I don't want to be part of this nonsense. Abdullah, you saw the tackle now. You saw the
I saw it.
there was
It
nothing
wasn't that
there.
bad though.
It was nothing
You know,
there.
Goulet, I tell you the truth, guys. When I saw Benak coming off, I thought he was being taken off because he was playing terribly.
No,
I was like, I was so
No,
confused.
he's
Like,
very
18
smart.
minutes?
He's
Is the
very
injury
smart.
that serious?
Yeah,
No, he's very smart because
He was
remember,
very smart. It was like I'm walking away.
I'm telling you, just like shout out to Craig David. He's very right because if you look at the game,
What did
if
you
you look
just
at the
say?
game, right?
What did you just say?
Today, yeah, I said shout out to Craig David. That's what Abdullah said. I'm walking away, right? Listen to this. Today was supposed to be AC Milan's home advantage. This is why they
Well,
let
let me
in
ask you,
70%.
but I want to ask the panel question before we go to Manchester man. Guys, if Inter Milan win the UCL, is it going to be one of the most complicated and weird UCL ever? Have you guys seen ever?
No, you can't say that. I think the weirdest one was Porto for me.
Because for me, if Inter Milan wins it, I'm like, it's because people
If you say
UCL is one of the
if you
most
say in the last 10 to 15 years, I would say yes, but not ever.
because I was the 010 Milan team that had Mourinho and co. Those team was very good team. That's a strong team, but this team doesn't phase me when I look at them.
Yeah, if Inter Milan wins, it's gonna be. I think as an underdog,
Mm-hmm.
nobody's gonna be as much of an underdog as Inter Milan
Mm-hmm.
in the history of the UCL.
Yeah,
Because even
so
when Porto
SSB
won it,
Benassi left this. Oh my god, with crushes. It might not mean, yeah. And after this Madrid game surprised a lot of people. They dealt with Alan. Well, why do you guys get rid of? We'll get there. Don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's too early. Realize it's the same when we'll see. But the problem, see, this is me now. The problem with this Inter Milan team, everybody in that team are difference maker. Lautaro, Zeko, Lukaku, Barella, Brozovic, all of Mkhitaryan, they are difference maker. AC Milan only have one, probably two, Giroud and Leao if they turn up. That's it. And Magmayan, their goalkeeper. That's it. That's it.
Abdullah, let's be honest. Today was apparently because they both have the same stadium, right?
Mm-hmm.
Today was a home advantage for AC Milan. That's
For
why
AC
they
Milan,
let in 70% of the AC Milan fans in today.
Yeah.
In the next game, they're gonna let in 70% Inter fans.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you expect them to beat Inter?
I'm not sure of that because I was surprised when I saw Costa. I was like, this is Costa. What the heck? I was like, oh my god, this are legend of legend though.
Yeah.
Shevchenko, I was like, Shevchenko.
No, but it's good. No, it's good.
Desailly. Wow.
It's good because this is a reality check
Yeah.
for Mancini and Maldini and co. to realize that this team, for them to even get here, it was a spiritual reason. It was not.
But
It
FB
didn't
said
make any
this team
footballing.
has a good coach, average player like Chelsea 2021. That was why they win it. Relax. Relax. FB relax. Easy. Easy.
Yeah,
I
Abdul
won't
is
put I won't put Inzaghi on the level of Tuchel. So relax. Don't do it. I don't do
Abdullah,
this. Don't do it.
Abdullah, but let's be fair. Let's be fair. Think about it. This guy is going to get fired in the summer. Whatever he does, they have nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing. And guys, I just want to say one thing. Huh? This past couple of weeks, I'm tired of seeing on Twitter City and Real Madrid underdog gimmick. I'm tired of this nonsense. This is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
What are you talking about? Real Madrid being the underdog?
Real Madrid and City being underdogs. I don't like that, man. That is so
Who's
pathetic.
saying that?
We went to the Bernabeu. Listen, no, Gullit. We went to the Bernabeu with Lampard and that haram formation, and I did not even think about being an underdog. I never thought about it in my mind.
Yeah.
Now,
True.
it is disgusting. Well, honestly, it's disgusting. I see posts, people saying, "Oh my God, City have never lost in their ground. We're going to lose. Oh my God, Real Madrid Bernabeu heritage. What is this?" But maybe that's just me. That's just me, man. That's just me.
Abdullah,
Now this brings
this is why it's called the
this
internet.
brings me to City Madrid.
Internet is complicated.
Because I watched the match yesterday. For me, it's two things for me. Because I said it like what Emil always say, when you go to Santiago Bernabeu, it's a shrine. It's a UCL shrine for Madrid. It is a shrine for them. But that yesterday match was a mismatch. It was a two-way for me where Madrid showed up as the Madrid we know is gonna show up because it's Santiago Bernabeu. And in as much as we can talk about Pep this, Pep that, we have to also give credit to Ancelotti and the players too. Taking out Haaland, one of the most informed strikers in world football right now, just not making him out. Grealish out of the game. KDB didn't show much until the goal. So credit has to be given to Ancelotti for sticking to his gun and playing the Italian Christmas tree formation, which he has been playing for decades.
No. Abdullah, sorry. You're right about Ancelotti, but I need to, when you finish, remind me, I need to add something because what Ancelotti did yesterday, he actually modified the Christmas tree. I'll tell you later, but finish.
Yeah. So because for me, I watched the match and I was like, I'm enjoying. I was impressed with what I saw. But later on, I also questioned Pep too. How do you go into a football match without making a substitution? Sometimes Pep annoys the heck out of me. Sometimes I'm like, I wonder how Manchester City fans survive with their mental health with Pep Guardiola. Sometimes it annoys me. You have players on the bench in forwarding. Alvarez was again. Mahrez on the bench. You're not even playing them. Like, what the heck? I know you're in Bernabeu 1-1. Change something.
But we know why now.
5 minutes to go. Bring on someone.
Abdullah, we know why now. You know Pep is mad.
Pep is weird. It's very weird manager sometimes. Sometimes.
Abdullah, I guarantee you any money, and the guys here can vouch for me. The only logical reason why Pep didn't make any substitutions is because he was scared that the player that comes on is not going to keep up with the tempo of the transition. It's going to take him maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So he said, I don't want to touch anything because if we slow down the transition and a player comes on and he can't keep up for the first 5 to 10 minutes and they need to catch up with the tempo of the game.
For me, Alan needed a service and Gundogan was poor yesterday. Change the formation, tell Stone, go to the midfield, bring on Alvarez, put him behind Alan, then tell KDB, play in that Gundogan role. You have Rodri, then make that distribution part, switch something up. Pep is weird, man. It's weird. Very weird manager, man.
He was scared.
Grealish was it was disaster yesterday. It was worse, man. It was. Gundogan. No. He had a bad game, man. Gundogan was poor. It was beyond. I can't even explain what I watched yesterday. But as we also said, yes, I saw the game. It was a 1-1, but it felt like Madrid should have been winning and play better. This is an event to City now. Madrid should have scored. This is what I said. For me, I said it from the beginning of the season. When Arsenal fans have a go at me, I said, Arsenal, you are giving yourself a false hope, or you are playing with a demonic evil like Pep Guardiola. That's number one. Let me finish. let me finish.
Demonic.
You're giving yourself hope when you're playing with a demonic evil like Pep. That's number one. Number two, you are playing with a maniac, a robot that is built like an human being in Haaland, who is called goal like there's no tomorrow. How you wanna go toe to toe with? You're gonna lose matches because Pep has won this. He has won the Premier League 3 times in a row. He knows how to win the league. The only thing you can hope for is hope and pray they lose. Even if they lose matches, just pray it is the end of towards the end of the season, not the beginning of the season. Because if it is the beginning, City will catch up. City have done it before. They've won 25 matches in a row, 15 matches in a row. They've done it before. Don't give yourself more. Just play your game. Let Man City play a game. Whoever wins it, game over. Shout out. Giving your fans a false hope is behaving stupidity and rubbish for me. That's my personal. And I said this in the UCL for me. It's two things for me. Madrid are Champions League, are Mr. Champions League when it comes to UCL. But like I always said, also Madrid will give you a chance. And I'll tell people, as long as Madrid is playing in UCL, you can never overtake them. And for you to beat Madrid, you have to beat them with intensity. It's not about
Abdullah, wait. Mm-hmm. I tell you guys something interesting. Mm-hmm. Chelsea had better chances than City.
Yeah, yes, but the problem is we know Pep. There is Pep Guardiola.
No, Abdullah. This 1-1, Gule, just 1 second. I'm sorry, man. This 1-1, it is a fantastic result for City. Let us not get it twisted.
Mm-hmm.
When we were talking about the preview with Abdul, we said this Bernabeu first leg is going to be a deciding factor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The first half, as soon as Vinny scored that goal, I said, okay, now what time? What will these City players do? Will they break down? Will they stick to what they're doing? Will they panic?
Mm-hmm.
And then that tackle from Carvajal came on Grealish, that shove. I said, okay, now I have a good game now. Now I need, you know what I wanted? I wanted, if this is the best scenario for Real, that shove from Carvajal, Grealish gets angry. He starts doing reckless things.
Mm-hmm.
The City players are confused now. They say, why are we going off script? Then some key players, Rodri, they start to panic a bit.
That was what came in FB. I agree with you because this City team look at the team that is very fragile. They can get easily rattled for me, though. Mm-hmm. Very easily rattled. It happened yesterday when I watched them yesterday. They look very fragile. They can easily get rattled. They've been in this for a very long time. They should have that experience. But I can understand that.
Abdullah, but they calm down.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. Real Madrid had them a little bit. I was expecting a stupid tackle in the box.
But they calmed down. And after that goal,
they calmed down and they said, you know what? Let's continue playing our game.
Yeah.
Now, and this is what I said in the group chat. You know, when you take a knife or like when you're making a blade, you take it, you pound it, you beat it in the fire.
Next week Wednesday is gonna be delicious. I cannot wait for next week.
Abdullah, that quenching, you put it in the oil and make it hard. This is what City have done. I'm serious. They now know.
You mean forging iron.
Forging iron, exactly. They have quenched the blade.
Mm-hmm.
The blade has now been tempered.
Because sorry to cut you short, Kima. Like I said,
no
Arsenal fans were telling me. They said they're telling me, don't worry, we have hope. Man City can lose to Madrid and they'll drop points in EPL. I'm like, if Man City lose to Madrid and City come back to EPL, Arsenal, you're in trouble. Man City will demolish. Oh my God!
Arsenal is a pathetic club. You know why?
I want to ask you guys.
Good. No, just 1 second. You know why Arsenal is a pathetic club? You expect others to drop instead of you performing yourself. That's the most pathetic thing. Handle your business. Fast, tie down the camel before you pray that it stays there. Good. Ask your question. Sorry, man. Sorry to cut you short.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Hello,
yes, I agree with what SSB said. City is not going to play as bad as they did in the final third, the second. And that's the issue for Madrid. I will be shocked if City play like this. No, see, that's what I said. City will not play like this in the second leg. And they are telling with their fans. Yes, Madrid is not going to be faced. But like I said, Rudiger and Co notified Haaland. Will they do the same thing in second leg? I don't think so because Pep will tell them, this is a chance to show the world you are good enough. Show the world.
Abdullah, let me ask you a question. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm asking this to the panel as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys actually think that Pep's overthinking City drew, or was it because of Ancelotti's genius tactics that
Two
Pep
things for
only
me,
had one shot on target and
because
played De Bruyne?
this is two things for me. When I look at the match yesterday, it was a bit like last season where Mancity and Pep were a little bit scared because it's Madrid. They were like, okay. And I listened to Pep post match and I was like, yes, exactly what my brain was thinking. Pep was like, let me be conservative. If you can make a 1-0 win, 1-0 loss, on 1-1 draw, we go to Etihad, we unleash our full potential. Because he knows if I go gone out against them at the Bernabeu, we're gonna get dismantled. He know that for sure. So it was banking on a one goal loss or a 1-1 draw where he can take it back to Etihad Stadium next week and say, yes, this is our home. We can show the world we are good enough to win. And I think
Okay.
it worked perfectly for him because that was his expectation and get his expectation right.
Okay, you know what I noticed when I was watching the
Mm-hmm.
game,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys will like this.
Yeah.
When first of all, if it wasn't for the shot of Vinny
Mm-hmm.
and the shot of De Bruyne, there won't be goals in this game. This is
Yeah.
how tight it was.
Yes.
Number one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number two, Pep when he was attacking and Man City had the ball,
Mm-hmm.
they played a formation of 3-2-2-3.
Mm-hmm.
So they
Think about
created a box in the
mm-hmm.
midfield. And the box was the double pivot because Stones come into the midfield with Rodri.
Yeah.
And then ahead of them, you have De Bruyne and Gundogan.
Yeah.
Because of those four players in the midfield, it was hard for Real Madrid to keep possession.
Yeah.
When City had the ball, do you know what Madrid did?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I told you I actually praise Ancelotti for this. When City had the ball and they were attacking with 3-2-2-3, Ancelotti actually, what he did was he was playing 5-2-3. Tony Cruz from a CDM was falling as a third defender in between Alaba and Rudiger. If you watched the game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what happens? Because there was only Modric and Valverde in the midfield, and there was four midfielders of De Bruyne, Stones, Rodri, and Gundogan, it was hard for Madrid to get the ball in the midfield.
Mm-hmm.
But what did Ancelotti do?
Mm-hmm.
He made sure he set up a wall in front of the midfield. Why? Because he knows Man City are always dangerous in transition.
Yes.
This is why every time they were trying to transition the ball through Gundogan and De Bruyne, there was no spaces, no channels open for them.
Yeah.
Gullit, I have
So
a counter question for you.
yeah, let me break it down first, Kima.
Oh, sorry.
No, no, it's fine, it's fine. So even sometimes, as you know how De Bruyne plays,
Mm-hmm.
he tries to double team Kamavinga by going to the right to help Silva.
Yeah.
So whenever he went there, what did Luka Modric do? Luka Modric went as another left back, and he was helping out Kamavinga
Kamavinga.
in the left hand side. So at times there was only Valverde in the midfield. This
Yeah.
is what forced Benzema to fall back to an attacking midfielder position. This is why he wasn't in the game as much.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because when the pressure was on Real Madrid, they were mainly playing 5-2-3. But if
Mm-hmm.
they kept on pushing and pushing and pushing and trying to double team the flanks, guess
Yeah.
what the midfielders will do? If they try to double team Carvajal, Fingy Valverde will drop back and help Carvajal. If they will try to double team Kamavinga, Luka Modric will drop back and help him. So they were actually playing
Mm-hmm.
five. They were playing 6-1-3 at times, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is the interesting thing about Real Madrid. When they had the ball, it was not a Christmas tree, Abdullah. They were playing 3-4-3. Kamavinga was the extra midfielder, as he was playing as a left midfielder.
Left
This
back.
is why in the
Mm-hmm.
counter, he played a quick 1-2 with Modric, and
What
he
is
was
yeah?
gone. And he
Mm-hmm.
was gone. So what the battle was actually won in the midfield, because when Real Madrid had the ball, it
Mm-hmm.
was 4 against 2, and
Yeah.
when City had the ball, it was 4 against 2.
Against two. Mm-hmm.
This is why the game was so tight. So I don't actually, I'm not even disappointed with Pep, Abdullah,
Mm-hmm.
because let's be honest, when Pep is defending, He was not defending with 3-2-2-3. He was defending with 4-4-2. Grealish and Silva were dropping to the midfield, and De Bruyne was becoming the second striker. And both of them were pressing from the front. That's why De Bruyne looked like a striker yesterday.
And even Haaland didn't show up yesterday because he was out of the game.
No, Abdullah, this game requires technical skill. You cannot be some big lump of meat.
This is what killed him, because if he was technically adept, he would
be able to open some space for himself.
No, he would have dropped back to the attacking midfielder position, and then he would play, because when he drops back, Rudiger. Rudiger,
he comes with him.
If you tell him to man mark someone, he will go with him to the dressing room. That's Rudiger for you.
Exactly.
That's how he is. So when he drops to the attacking midfielder position, Rudiger will be out of position.
That was what I was saying. That was what I was saying. I would have loved to see Alvarez or Foden. Those are technical players that will draw out the defense.
Abdullah, Mahrez, Foden, Alvarez, holding bench.
No. I will play Haaland and Alvarez together, and I will take out Gundogan and play Stone in the midfield and play.
But Gundogan has his own use.
I know.
Abdullah. Because Gundogan, if you see him yesterday, you never see him any moment in the box. He was controlling. You can tell he was controlling like a square cubic meter.
And that referee was beyond joke yesterday. That ref, I can't understand that.
It was good though, Abdullah, because we know what Spanish players like to do. You don't even touch them; they will fall on the ground. They will start doing somersaults. I liked it in a way. You want to play, let's play. Let your football win. But I honestly credit Ancelotti, because Pep was shocked when he saw the change in formation in terms of attacking phase and defensive phase of Real Madrid. This is why Benzema was not in the game as much. And I'm watching this analyst on TV, and these idiots like Ferdinand, and I'm saying, how does this guy make money? You can see the work that this guy is doing in the midfield.
But this is what I said. See, meet your mic, man.
I'm slapping, man. Why are you hating,
you see, people are BT Sport and Sky Sport. All of them are clown. That's I'm like, I don't want to see. I watch my stuff on Paramount Plus because I live in America. So
the analysis is pretty basic. It's like kindergarten analysis.
Good. If you are watching UCL in Paramount Plus, oh my, that is one of the best football analysts I've ever seen in my life. Thierry Henry, Michael Richard, Kid Abdul,
and
Carragher.
Yeah.
Those analysis is the best ever in world football when it comes to football analysis. And in America, you Paramount Plus because they will analyze it basic to basic, but go to BT Sport. Too much of bias is too much.
Yeah. Even being sports self, too much bias.
Exactly.
But Abdullah, you know what? Yesterday's game was actually a chess game. So the guys that play chess here, I'm sure Abdul, Edoman, or Kiman can vouch. What is the most important piece when you're playing chess? It's your bishop. Forget about protecting the queen and the king. It's your bishop, right? This is why Ancelotti was playing chess yesterday. His bishop was Camavinga and Carvajal. So what does the bishop do? He is free to roam into the midfield. He is free to join attack. But every time they join attack, you put a soldier behind, a.k.a. Luka Modric, a.k.a. Valverde. That's why Valverde was not in the game yesterday as much as well.
Yeah, I agree.
This is why I praise Ancelotti, because Pep thought he was playing some idiot from somewhere else. But the way...
Because yesterday, because yes, everything you said was right. Even said yesterday, but this is me talking because I always said it to Carl. Sometimes Pep annoys me, and I keep asking myself, as a Mancity fans, I rate Pep very, very highly, but sometimes he annoys the heck out of me.
Like, what did he do now to annoy you?
The substitution. You can't play 90 minutes without substitution. Pep is doing that.
No, what do you want it to change? It's halftime now. What are you changing?
I know, but at least play somebody, because Gundogan was poor yesterday, Mr.
There's no need. If you change, then you're being stupid. Then why would you change it?
Yeah,
what are you thinking?
I get what you. I get the point.
Like it was mission accomplished. It was mission accomplished.
Exactly. That's not. What are you changing? Why?
No. Pitch. Ogakal, you don't understand. What we're saying is, City could have gone for that win, but they didn't need to.
No need.
There's no need. Tactically,
no need.
listen to
I
me.
agree.
The advantage is in your court now.
The
There's
last-
no need
the
for you
last-
guys to
the
go
last-
and
last
outplay
time
Real.
The last time we were there,
Mhm.
leading 1-0, and he made 3 changes. What happened?
You lost. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That was why I said I agree with it. It was like sometimes
Wait,
because me, I was expecting Alvarez to play. I was expecting Alvarez to play.
If you bring on Alvarez, you know what you're going to have. Yes, you have more transition, but you also be transitioned because you lose some control.
Yeah.
And at the Bernabeu with Real Madrid, do you want to lose control? You don't want to lose control.
No, you don't want to lose control. And
wait.
The reason I said that was I've seen Pep play 3-box-3. I'm like, okay, take out Gundogan.
No,
Stones and Rodri.
Abdullah, I have a question for Carl. Carl, gun to your head, to improve the team, who would you have taken off?
No, the question we have to ask ourselves is this: what was your Let me give you a stat. Do you know?
No, we agree. The entire point, you guys, mission accomplished.
Let me give you a stat. Right? Every single game we played away in the Champions League this season, except for one,
yeah, draw, yes,
1-1. Every game, Bayern Munich, Dortmund.
I think except for Sevilla.
Except for that one. So, going to the Bernabeu, 1-1 is a good result. Come back home, you have the opportunity because listen, Vinicius is a magnificent player. Okay,
yes,
wonderful player. But everybody else on that team, I'm taking my players over them.
Come on now, Oga Carl.
Even
come
Grealish.
on.
Let me I'm taking.
Oga Carl.
Let me finish. I'm taking Erling Haaland over Benzema 100%.
No, wait. No, wait. Emmy, wait. There's a point there. There's a good point there.
Let me drop something.
Let's
stop.
Benzema is 5-time champion.
Emmy, wait. Let him land. Let him finish.
Allow Carl to finish.
Emmy, you're the person who was telling me that City cannot win at Bernabeu. You told me that.
Yes.
And I told you, I said, this guy has this team is not the team from last year.
Yes.
Okay? Even Madrid were better this year than they were last year.
You think so?
Yes.
Yes.
It's true.
Yes.
How are they better?
No, look at how they played. Look at how they played.
It doesn't matter how they played. What made them better?
Let's go finish.
And the weird thing about this game yesterday was that City played at 40% of their level at the Bernabeu.
Why?
And didn't lose.
Why?
We didn't play well.
Why?
Not 40%. I wouldn't say 40%.
Why didn't you play well?
City did not play at their normal level.
Okay, so why didn't City play well?
Why? No, we didn't play at our normal level. Because why? Because you're going away to the champions of the Champions League.
Wait. So pitch. According to you, it was more of self-sabotage or self-control rather than Real playing well.
It's normal to go to the Bernabeu, right? And it's normal. It happens. There's respect there. There are nerves. It's normal.
Yes.
It's not. No, it's normal.
Yeah.
But the key to this was Madrid, you're at home. You need to be progressive. Yeah. You need to win your game at home. Because this City team will not lose at home. Yeah. They won't.
Okay,
yes.
This City team have beaten every single challenger at the Etihad this year.
Yes, Etihad Stadium this season. Yeah.
They have not lost a Champions League game since they lost to Liverpool in 2018.
18, yeah.
Can I make a quick point, please?
That's 7 years. They have the record right now of winning the most games won at home in the
stadium. And another stat is ever since Madrid has drawn the Champions League, they've never gone to
uselessness of Mahrez and Sterling. That game at home should have been 6-7, easy. But
I think the last time they lost was against Lyon, correct?
Now, Madrid have, even under Zidane in the treble Champions League run, they have not beaten this team. Guardiola has played these guys 5 times, lost once.
Carl, allow us to counter you because you are the only City
See,
fan here.
I get it, right? Right? You see, I get it. But I'm telling you, this is not last year. Madrid's opportunity was this game. And the other thing goes, Madrid went up 1-0.
Yeah.
Right? This team did not crumble like last year.
I was talking about that. I was talking about
stay in the game, stay in it, and then find your moments. You didn't play well, but you find your moments. And De Bruyne finishes the moment.
Yeah.
And they walk away with a good tie for 90 minutes at the end.
You know, if Real Madrid open for Man City, Real Madrid have gotten, Real should have gotten the second. Yeah, I agree.
They should have, yeah. But Abdullah, Pitch, listen.
Let me come to Kim and Abdul.
Okay. Pitch, you know, we were talking about this before you came.
Before you came in.
If City go on to win this Champions League, this Real Madrid game is going to be, especially after that Vini goal, it's going to be, you have to look at that and study how the City players reacted. They could have shut the shit. They could have shut. You know, there is tactics, and then there is a feel to the game, right? Instead of panicking and saying, you know what, guys, let's push. They said, no, we have A, B, C, D. We know what to do here.
Listen,
I expected after that challenge from Carvajal, that elbow from Rudiger. I thought that the City players would, like, one of them would do a stupid tackle in the box or something like that. That's what I thought. But kudos.
I was at the Etihad when Atletico, but last year when Atletico came to the Etihad, I was there.
I remember. I'm sorry.
I was watching that game, and I mean, they've evolved. They've learned through the heartache and the pain. They know how to manage the game. Listen, I respect Madrid. Don't get me wrong. I respect them tremendously. And for us, we're here again, right? Win, lose, or draw, we go again. But I really think that even Chelsea at the Bernabeu. I watched the game again 3 days ago or so. Was watching to understand what these guys do. If you take a chance, you're 2-0 to 2 goals up. 1v1.
Pitch, we said that.
Y'all feel it.
Yes, in the first, like I said it at a low. I was like, I was pissed off. I was saying to Kim Black. I said that chances Joao Felix missed in the Santiago Bernabeu first day. If you give that chance to Haaland, close the door and go back home. Game over. Haaland is scoring that goal. He is scoring it.
I respect what Madrid are and who they are. There's a respect why going there to get a draw is a massive performance. It's hard.
Yes.
It's difficult.
Not only a draw, how you got it.
Not in the
if you are up first and Real drew, that's a different story.
It's hard.
Yes.
Hard. It's not Milan playing Milan or Tottenham playing Milan or you're going to Leipzig or some shit. This is the Santiago Bernabeu, 14 times champion. And to come out there with at least a chance with 90 minutes. So now what we have to do, right, is say, Pep has to tell the players, guys, you're good enough. It's not about players, it's about mentality now. Mentality. Do you want this or not? If you don't want it, fine, walk away. Give them the title and walk. But if you want this thing, it's your moment now.
I can feel the passion.
No, seriously. If you want it, it's there.
Yeah.
I love it.
I agree.
Mr. Abdul.
Let me come to Oga Hemi first. Your take on the Milan derby. That was one of the worst matches I've ever watched.
Yeah.
I was sleeping when I was pissed off. Because I was pumped. I was pumped to watch that match. And when I watched that match, I turned off my TV and I went back.
It's because you are used to the Premier League.
Stop. Relax.
The Milan
I watched.
I'm not saying it had quality. I'm not saying it had.
The problem is Syria have regressed because I watched Costa
Costa. You don't regress.
No. Wait. I watched Costa, Maldini, Nesta, Seedorf, all the kind of under Ancelotti.
I put a picture on the group chat in Twitter. Put it up.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, put it up. I won't talk about that. But anyway, let's talk about today's game. To be very honest with you, man, Inter deserved to win. I think Milan just showed naivety, and it's surprising, how Spurs and who they beat in the last round? They beat Napoli. That Napoli, to me,
without Osimhen.
Yeah,
without Osimhen, I won't talk.
Without Osimhen in the first leg, right? So
yeah, without Osimhen.
To me, if Osimhen had played both legs,
he would have.
I don't think. I don't think Milan go. I don't think Milan go through. So I just put up this. This is 2007 Milan versus 2010 treble Inter. Who do you think will win in this match? If this game was played at the time,
AC Milan.
Why?
Because for me, looking at this AC Milan team and looking at the Inter Milan team, for me, I think the Milan team has, apart from the manager, they have more of core than this Inter. Yes, you can talk about Schneider, Eto'o, Pandev, Milito, Cambiaggio, Gianetti, but I look at the AC Milan team.
Remember, the 07 Milan was Ancelotti.
Ancelotti,
the 2010 Inter was Mourinho, right?
Mourinho.
I think this game will finish draw.
What?
I think this game will finish draw.
Oh my God! Is that your mic, Bullet? Your mic is. Oh my God!
Who's going? How is it going to be a draw? How? You think Milito or Inzaghi will not score? Oh, he's gone. Okay.
Because for me, looking at this team, I'll go for AC Milan because I believe that AC Milan team for me more.
Let me ask you, who control the midfield? These two teams.
Cambiaggio, Zanetti, Ambrosi, Pirlo, Gattuso. AC Milan.
Guys, listen, Inter Milan going to play haram
for me. AC Milan will control because you have a player like Pirlo who is a controller, a tempo player. So
Snyder, what about Snyder?
Emis, let's be honest, and this Inter Milan are better than AC Milan. Clear.
Wait, you think this Inter team will beat this AC Milan team?
Oh yeah.
How? Did you see the two guys at the center back for Milan? Maldini and Nesta.
How you see it?
So I'm not saying. Sorry, I thought you meant the current team that's playing right now.
I'm talking about
the graph, the picture.
Oh, the old one. So Emi, go ahead. Sorry.
No. I'm talking of this picture. This picture right now. Who will win this match if they play right now?
AC for me.
No, I don't know, man. I feel
let me ask Abdul. Who will win this match?
To me, it's Inter.
Yeah.
Why?
You see, this Inter team.
No. Yes, Milan will win this match now.
Yes, Milan will win this match.
Let me finish now.
Finish.
Maldini did.
Maldini and Nesta.
Maldini and Nesta.
Hold on, guys.
Go ahead.
The mistake you guys are making is Emi is asking you a technical question that requires a technical answer. You guys are telling him how you feel. You're not giving a technical answer.
Can you guys hear me now?
Okay.
We can hear you, but your mic. What's going on?
Your mic, Guled, your mic. Jeez.
I'm suspecting you are buying a microphone from Emi. You know that now.
No, man. Guled lives in the North Pole.
You know what's called Banjo. Brendan Select. Guled, stop that. Stop buying a microphone from Yibo.
This Inter team, to me, is the best collection of players Jose Mourinho has ever put together.
Just like Jose Mourinho. Who is going to
wait, let him answer. You ask questions.
Let him learn. People want me to read the comments. Let me read comment. Make another verse. So shout out to Nana. Nana, shout out to you. Carl, congrats, job. Relax, Nana, relax. Easy, no comments. SSB said, if this was Mourinho or Tuchel getting the draw, this would have been way instead of Pep. Mourinho is Mourinho, Tuchel is Tuchel. Relax. I'm not commenting on that.
Can I finish this question?
You finish up, Abdul. Let me quickly read the chat. FB, you would take Ellen over Benzema, the same Ellen that had 25 touches. Relax, it's Santiago.
22 touches.
SSB said, when two Italian teams play each other in the UCL, it's always the ball first, man. It was boring. I was sleeping though. And this another narrative. Man City fans are running with we don't play our best team on purpose just to give credit to Madrid. They source you guys out defensively.
Yes.
And
I feel the same way. I feel the same. But that 1-1 was good. It was a good result.
Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah, but So go ahead.
Let Abdul finish up.
How's my mic now?
It's okay.
It's okay now.
It's good now.
Yeah. Abdul, go ahead.
Okay. So
Abdullah, I heard your comment, Abdullah. I'm not at home. I'm using hotel Wi-Fi. That's why.
Excuse me? What?
I'm not at home. I'm using hotel Wi-Fi.
Guled, what are you doing in a hotel?
Wait. I'm about. Let me ask my question, JJ. Let me ask. Let me
No,
ask.
I got work meeting tomorrow. That's why.
Guled, yeah, using the hotel Wi-Fi.
Yes. Come on now.
Go
ahead, Abdul.
You see those hotel Wi-Fi. It's not gonna be bringing by guys. It's gonna be coming like this. Excuse me, Mr. Guled.
Abdullah, may God forgive you. Abdul, go ahead.
Abdullah thinks London is like Chicago. So, this is the strongest team put together by Jose in 20 years. This is one of the most efficient and effective team. Basically, what we call like a machine. Now, if we go to player by player, so number one that I want to say first is Jose always has a superior tactics than Carlo Ancelotti. Yes.
That's not
everything
true.
we've met.
That's not true.
That's nothing that you cannot
That's
argue
not
about.
true.
No, Emmy, you can't argue about that. Emmy, you can't argue about that.
No. Ancelotti in the Champions League. You want to?
No, he said tactics. He said tactics.
Tactics too. Yeah,
He
tactics.
said tactics.
See, let me
Tactics,
tell you something, right?
tactics to get a result.
Tactics to get a
Let
result.
Abdul-
Ancelotti.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Let's hear you.
Okay, go on.
But Emmy, I don't forget half of the things we want to talk, self, man.
Ew,
This interjection.
that's why you don't hold.
That's why I don't hold on.
I said it. I said it
Let me
here.
dissect it for
Always.
you. Let me dissect
I do
it.
live in an era in our country. They call him Inamdi Azikiwe. Well, you know. I'm not talking. I'm not gonna.
Che. Oh yeah, sorry, Abdul. I won't interrupt you. Go on.
See, Jose Mourinho is one of the most aware coaches in terms of he's very aware of moments. He meted Carlo Ancelotti. He knows he has to do everything possible in his books to win. So he gets more ruthless, he gets more nasty. Like it or not, the managers or the coaches are part of the game. Okay?
Okay. Let's take out the two coaches. Let's just talk about this.
But you can't now. You have to put the whole thing in context. That's why you are asking the question. Everybody
Okay.
will come with their own context.
Okay.
Okay? See, this team that you're looking at,
This Inter team.
this Inter team,
Let's start from the
one-on-one.
back four.
No, one-on-one. Let me just summarize so that other people can talk. One-on-one, most people would prefer the Inter players than the AC Milan players.
Why?
That's number one. No, because it's obvious now. It's obvious. Will you pick Dida over Julius Caesar?
Yes.
Yes.
Man,
Dida?
goddamn.
Abdul.
Dida is a World Cup champion. Oh.
See, and I don't even want to drag this stuff too much, man, because other people have to
No,
talk.
is Dida not a world champion?
Emmy, let's simplify it. Let's simplify it. One team is a counter-attacking team, and the other team is a team that controls the midfield. Which team would you think, depending on the coaches and knowing that Mourinho, in every final he went to, he won, and Ancelotti didn't win all the finals he went to? Who do you think is going to have a better chance in a one game of?
There's a Mourinho.
You know, I'll take this Ancelotti's Milan though, because of the center back. So I'll analyze from the center back, right? The two center backs, Maldini, Nesta, good luck scoring. I'll compare them to Samuel and Lucio. I'll take Maldini and Nesta over Samuel and Lucio. Yeah, I go to the fullbacks, Jankolowski.
Lucio is one of the best central defenders produced by Brazil in 20 years. Between 2000 and 2020, Lucio was one of the best center defenders produced by Brazil.
But Abdul,
and you are saying good luck to them.
You can't compare Lucio to Nesta, though.
Like they've never scored against Nesta and Maldini?
No, I'm not saying they've never scored, but I'm just saying.
So what are you saying?
Lucio versus Nesta, who would you take? Who would you take?
I will take Lucio. Lucio is rugged. Lucio will put his neck on the line.
Over Nesta? Let's ask the panel. Let's ask everybody here.
That's tough. That's tough.
You're asking of two rugged, diehard defenders against two, what do you call it? stylistic kind of defenders.
Abdul,
No,
can I
I
imagine?
think
I'll take Nesta
I just
over
noticed something now.
Lucio every day.
No, Emmy, I just noticed something now.
Yeah.
Madini started playing center half in the latter stages of his career.
Yeah,
it was
in
more
late
of a left back.
90s. Yeah.
So,
in the
so
late
where did he
90s.
start? He started as left full back.
As a left,
Yes, it was the left back.
So
Right.
he played his best football at left full back.
Not really. People argue.
Yes, really, that's what happened.
Okay,
What do you
yeah.
mean, not really?
But he played the
So
two
are you
roles
saying as a
world
center
class level.
half?
No, but he
you
played the two roles world class level. He was world class in the center
He
half
wasn't
too.
in the same. So why did they shift him to center half then? He couldn't do what he was doing at left back.
Oh,
again.
you don't understand. The reason why they moved him because this guy Costa Cuta, because I used to be a Milan fan. Costa Cuta retired right after 2004. They needed someone to fill there beside Nesta, so they pulled in Maldini to play beside Nesta. They didn't believe any other center back in the world at the time. I know they had Yap Stam in 2003, but they also let Yap Stam go, right? And they now said, you know what, Maldini can do this job beside Nesta, and Maldini took it and ran. Almost in those days, it was almost impossible. You know, it was not as if Maldini was even a left back. He played the role.
He was not known for his being a center back. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah. You're right.
He was known for being left full back.
I agree.
And you're telling me I would pick him ahead of Lucio or Samuel?
No, I'm doing Nesta versus Lucio. Who would you take? You said Lucio. I don't think so.
Emmy, we are forgetting a very important point in this.
I even want
Anyway,
to talk
we don't have to go too much.
I want to even talk a lot about yesterday's game.
Yeah.
Because I believe this one is just.
Talk about yesterday. Go ahead.
I'll let you talk about yesterday's game.
Let me allow somebody else to talk because.
Let me finish up with one because I want to see other guys to
go.
Yeah. Let me quickly go. So let's talk about yesterday's match. So yesterday, Ancelotti had, he started with 3 in the middle, right? He played 4-3, his normal Christmas tree, 4-3-2-1, right? But he did some kind of modifications to take care of that box in Man City's box, right? Because if you look at that Man City's box, that box disturbed Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals. And Ancelotti, what he did was he just stones break that midfield forward, follow him and make him go far away that it doesn't become a box 4.
That's not really true, Emmy.
That's what happened.
Actually, that's not really true. What Madrid did was they parked the bus.
They what?
They just parked the bus in the first half.
No, you're talking of the first half. Yeah, first half. Okay, first half, but they scored in the first half too with the only shot on goal, right?
When it was not within the flow of the game. The what happened was that the second half, Camavinga was not the one who was inverting to the midfield.
Yeah, I've not gotten to that point yet, but I just want to talk about Liverpool's box 4 and how Ancelotti actually kind of tweaked his system to kind of adjust to Liverpool's midfield 4, which is probably one of the the differentiators between you guys in the last round of against Bayern, right? I think what he did was he also made Luka Modric and Valverde press on Gundogan and what's the other guy?
Bernardo Silva.
No. Bernardo Silva played on the front 3. Was he Rodri? Yeah, and Rodri. Yeah, those two. And then he made Toni Kroos to wait for KDB in all parts of in between the lines. KDB kept going from the right to the left. Anywhere he went, Kroos went to him. Kroos followed him even when KDB went in between, right in front of Haaland. Kroos followed him all the way there. The reason why they could do that was they had Camavinga. Camavinga was a joker yesterday.
What a player.
Camavinga came into the midfield, and anytime KDB, caused an overload anywhere, Camavinga was equal to the task. The guy
he's a special player.
He stopped that 2v1 in all the sides because they targeted Camavinga. They knew Carvajal was a beast. Carvajal counseled Grealish, right? Carvajal ate Grealish for lunch. Now,
Oh yeah, man, that's just fair. Yeah, the guy should have gotten a red card in the first place for that.
You know how many red cards? The referee was very smart. He knew the game.
But
like,
if we're fair, we all looked at what happened. Another guy should have gotten 2 yellows, easy.
2 yellows, yeah. We know, and there was even the referee was.
They won't give a red card in that game unless it's very, very clear.
Yeah, so they're not refereeing the game; they're refereing the occasion, which is wrong.
No, they're not refereing the occasion.
I mean, the referee was four yesterday.
Mancity got in trouble, but they stepped on what's his name on Kamavinga's heels multiple times.
I'm not saying that I'm saying that he was refereeing. He was actually a terrible referee.
That was terrible referee. That guy.
No, you can't say it was terrible. He just managed the game.
No, he was refereing the occasion, not the game.
Not the game for me.
Well,
I was angry with the referee yesterday.
Referee the game. Don't referee the occasion.
Madrid should have gotten yellow card a lot of time. Mancity should have gotten yellow
Don't
card.
referee the occasion.
It didn't control the game for me. It didn't control the match.
Don't give me if the yellow card is a yellow card, give me a yellow card.
No, Allah.
Yeah. So. I see what you're saying, Carl. But one thing I enjoyed about the tactical masterclass that we saw on the two sides was every time Pep adjusted, Ancelotti did something different, especially in the second half. In the second half, Man City were on the ropes. And I was really impressed that Man City could defend because at some point I was like, would they break? Would they break? No, they held on. I was really impressed. That's something that we don't see with Man City because Man City, in past editions of the Champions League, they will continue to attack. They will continue to push men forward, trying to push the other team back. But guess what? They said, you know what? Maybe we just hold on to this 1-0. At the time, it was 1-0 because in the first 15, 20 minutes of the second half, man, Madrid was playing some football that I was like, oh boy, these guys will score next. I thought the next goal was going to come from Madrid, but for some reason, I was impressed with and one thing Guardiola has learned is, when you are under that kind of attack, don't go back and start attacking them back.
Well, there's something that Bernardo Silva said, in an interview. He said we've learned that we don't always have to dominate the ball anymore. We don't have to dominate the ball.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
we do not have to do that. Why do you want to dominate? Why do you expect to go to an opposition's team's ground and have 80% possession? And they're not the sell yam now, right? How do you manage yourself to the point that you can maximize your own moments and then defend solidly? That's I think that's what helped us this time around, is that we figured out a way to at least be able to defend properly, not have these crazy Cancelo fullback who is sticking a leg out to stop a cross, right? Or Laporte who's putting his hand up in the box when a cross is coming over, when you can't defend.
Yeah.
Defend properly.
Yeah.
Defend like a man. Don't just put your leg on your hamstring and say, okay, maybe somehow I will be able to stop it. No, defend.
I agree because I like this Man City team. For me, are much better than last season because
we have to give kudos to this guy called Vinicius Junior. I think to me,
wait. I have a question for the panel.
Top two.
I have a question for all of you before we continue. Yeah. Which goal was easier to save, Vinny's goal or KDB's goal? Because I have a feeling that Vinny's was easier to save than KDB's.
No,
two technical shots. I don't think
those two goals was difficult to save.
No, Abdullah, you don't understand. When I watched KDB shoot that ball, my stream lagged. It moved so quick, the stream lagged.
Vinny's goal, he used Diaz to block the keeper.
Yes. Yeah, as a shield.
I think Ederson thought he would go the other way. He went right across his body.
I mean, but that shot from KDB, I'm sorry, man.
Even Thierry Henry said that KDB shot, he wasn't surprised because KDB does that a lot in Belgian national.
I mean, this is the highest level. This is the highest level now.
Yeah, this is Champions League semi-final.
That was hatred. That was hatred.
This is the highest level now. This is
that was hatred. There was venom behind that shot.
That shot was. But for me, I would take the KDB shot rather than the Vinny.
They're both good shots. So they're both. I mean, what Vinny did when he checked in and then the ball was running onto him and he whacked it once. Diaz as a shadow.
That Vinny shot was not easy because guess what? He let the ball run across him.
Roll across him and then he whacked
it. And then he did not. When he hit the shot, he didn't hit it on to the other side where the keeper was expecting. He hit it right across himself with
yeah.
so much speed. Yeah.
Why I said I would choose for
Many people will shoot that ball and it will go to the rosette because that's something.
Before I go to Blue Eyes, let me quickly go to the chat here. Shout out to Lex. How are you doing, brother? How are you doing? So
yeah, exactly. Thank you, FB. Rodri had 6 fouls that should have been at least 2 yellow cards in that game.
I'm not disagreeing with him. What I'm saying is that the referee was poor.
It was poor. The referee was poor.
But what do you want the referee to do? To dish out cards?
No. You don't appreciate a match like that. It was poor from minute 1. I didn't like that. It was poor.
This guy like to blow. It like now Osato will blow the second leg, right?
I hope not. I don't like that guy.
You don't
because
like Osato?
The referee was poor from minute 1. It was poor.
No, Osato was the 4th official yesterday.
The best guy is that French guy, Dominic.
Yes, I like that guy that blew against Bayern Munich.
Dominic.
Is it Makele? Is it Mukele?
No. It begins with T. Torrent or something like that. He's good.
Why don't you like Osato?
Because he's biased.
Osato?
Yes.
But I get what he's saying.
Osato
So
was the 4th official yesterday at the Bernabeu.
Jose Mourinho, Inter Milan, the first and only Inter Milan that won the.
Everybody has their own. I don't.
Exactly. So
you guys are not lucky with that guy.
Thought on the glorified Serie A game today. No comments. Lucio is cold. I love Nesta as well. This is a really tough, guys. It's okay. I mean, this guy said the media didn't even hype up the game like that. This tells you need to know about.
How about the coverage of Paramount today on that game? I mean,
Mr. Cow, I said before you came in.
Mr.
Cow, I live in America. So I don't want when it comes to
coverage.
Talking about UK and London. Abdul, sorry, brother. Kind of have a go at you. You live in America. You see, those British Sport and Sky Sports, you guys, good luck in paying them the money because most people don't know. See, they don't know anything about sporting. They shouldn't even be talking about sport at all.
What are you talking about?
The
people in the British sport they are beyond joke. They are joke.
It's exceptional. I mean, today they taught us about Milan, the Madonnina, the history, the everything about it. They went back. They had Maldini on the show. They had, it was
Costa on the show, Shevchenko on the show.
It was just
Besahil on the show.
They try.
It was good. I like what America is doing. America is evolving. Cow, I said it.
They tried.
Cow, in the next 3 years, the World Cup in America it'll be loud. It will be very loud because
guys,
the way American sport has been.
BT Sport had Gerald today, right? I had Gerald goofed. He said that foul.
Yes, and Kaga said it was a clown.
Yeah. Kaga said it was
I mean,
Gerald. Let me quickly read the shot. Let me quickly finish up the shot.
That was soft from Gerald, though.
Kamavinga mistake let to go. I don't know why. Yeah, I think he let it go though. But for me, that's an poor officiate. I don't understand the officiating, man. That was poor.
Yesterday, it was supposed to be out of bound. It was supposed to be.
Diaz clearance was amazing.
Oh, that guy that had a good game. Ruben Diaz, he had a good game
at the last Super One coming. It's okay. FB said, "Why was everyone saying City will smash Madrid 3-0? We're only disrespecting Madrid. Relax." Thierry Henry is a real good analyst. I enjoy his work and how he breaks down things. See, Henry should not coach, he should just be a pundit, jejely.
Oh, that's what he's doing. I think he's smart enough to do that.
Relax. Mr. Blue Eyes, how you doing, sir?
Oh, Blue Eyes team is playing. They're playing, right?
Blue Eyes, how you doing?
Miami is playing. I'm sure he's screaming.
Mr. Blue Eyes, unmute your mic and talk, sir. How you doing?
Hey, my bad. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Your take on the firstly the Milan debut and secondly the Manchester Madrid. Your take.
Yeah. Well done. I heal. Yeah, man. Okay, perfect.
I see why he's breathing hard because the Knicks are winning.
Your take on the Milan debut and the
7. I'm sure that was the last shot. Anyway, go on.
No. But again, Inter Milan. You know what? I'm gonna start with this guy. They say when what's that noise?
Continue.
Edin Dzeko, man, that goal, yo, that's a world-class goal, guys.
I was telling him, Blue Eyes. I was telling him.
Mr. Kao, do you read Dzeko? Because I know you play for
That's a
Manchester City.
world-class goal.
Oh, what are you talking about? I mean, Dzeko is my. Without the Dzeko, we don't have that Aguero moment now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Remember.
Without that
goal.
But people doesn't rate Dzeko though. They don't rate him highly.
For me, I rate the guy high.
Blue Eyes. That goal was experience. It was experience.
It's a world-class goal.
The guy just knew what to do.
That's what you call bundling the ball home. You bundle it home.
You didn't have to make it weird. I don't know. We had a good mode.
Yeah. Exactly. You have to bundle the ball home, man. Boom.
This guy, man.
It's the truth. He used that defender was his shield.
His shield, yeah. Calabria. It's a Calabria, whatever his name is.
And he put that weak foot, man. Now this Brozovic of a guy, man. He's another tidy kind of player.
I like him. He's good.
Very good. He's very sound. Very sound. You see, the problem with AC Milan, talk to me about Tomori.
Blue Eyes, we said the same thing. I don't want to talk about because SSB put me on spot, which I felt I don't want to respond before you came in. He was talking about Super Eagles, and I asked myself, you can choose Canada and Nigeria and England, but you choose England ahead of Canada. And you're demanding Southgate to take you to England national. I'm like, okay, I understand that, but you cannot get ahead of Maguire because of English bias. I don't want to talk about that. You can't get ahead of some defenders there. Why don't you choose Canada and Nigeria? JJ, so stressful because you can't go above them. You know. I know Tomori is young, he can improve, but he's been making some weird ass mistake recently. He used to use his brain. Because I don't think he's as good as highly people kind of rated him as good as he is. He is good, but he still need to learn a lot to become that elite. Because as a defender, consistency matter. And you're learning from the best in Paolo Maldini, who is the sporting director of AC Milan.
If you ask me,
that's an elite of a defender.
If you ask me, the game was basically typical smash and grab. Carry 2 goals, quick 2 goals,
lock up shop, and hope for a third, which I think they almost got, but it was taken away the penalty, right? Yeah.
It was taken
they
away.
Call it a 1-2 in boxing, right? Isn't that right, Blue Eyes?
Yeah, exactly. Like to just 1-2 jabs, man, bang bang, and locked it up. I thought it was a masterclass. I thought it was a masterclass.
Tomori was still staggering after those 2 goals.
I thought it was a masterclass performance from Inter Milan, man. The way they especially this guy Lautaro with Martinez. That guy is a crazy little player, man. He knows how to exploit that weak side. I respect players with that kind of pedigree, especially if you're a striker, you know. Because what he did today was he just dropped that left shoulder and came deep, and it just confused AC Milan.
Yeah,
that's why. Look at how Mkhitaryan got that opening. It's because of what's his name?
Lautaro Martinez.
He just opened that lane, opened up that lane for Mkhitaryan. Bam. So yeah, I thought it was a very tidy performance from Inter Milan. AC Milan just got a typical beating. Even if Leao played today, they will still collect, in my humble opinion. Lukaku. I'll say one thing. Lukaku looks better. It looks like he has 1 pair of Timberland and 1 pair of Air Force One. So it's getting better. It's getting better. But he has pace. He has pace, man. The way he peeled away to make some openings. And this coach knows how to use him.
Inzaghi, yeah.
Yeah, Inzaghi knows how to use the guy, man. You're keeping him hungry. You're keeping him hungry, man.
I agree. And he's been informed, plus he's been informed.
Yeah.
For me, 3 or 4 matches, he scored a lot. He scored.
For me, for AC Milan, I think they just got beat. It was a tidy. It was one of those they got. What's the best way to put it? They got bullied off the park. Exactly. They just got bullied off the park, man. They just got to go clean up their wounds and come back again because I think it's over, man.
I agree too.
I think Inter Milan has opened this orange, man. Nah.
So are we gonna see another since 2010? We're gonna see another Inter Milan final, Inter in Champions League finals after since the last time was in 2010.
Now let me tell you about Man City.
Mhm.
I was listening to Carl and I was just laughing, man. Carl, I can't believe you, man.
Leave Carl alone. Leave me alone.
Carl,
Let them enjoy
Carl,
their
are you
game.
here? Carl, are you
Carl
here?
is here. He's here. He's listening.
Nah, Carl, before this game, I remember the energy where you carry come.
I still get the energy now.
No, bro, Carl, you're very humble. Very, very humble. Your opinions just they very humble these days.
How so?
No, Carl, you got humbled now.
How?
Come on. You guys actually stole that game.
Wait, guys. Are you not the same person who says that we don't know how to manage a big game? Huh? That Mourinho would do the same thing if he had gone to the Bernabeu and steal the game.
The only credit, listen.
Huh?
The only
Wait,
I hear you. No, Carl, you're tampering.
No. I want to give
a
you
lot of mercy.
some evidence. So remember Bayern Munich? What did we do at Allianz? We stole the game.
We stole the game.
Stole the game.
Yeah, but let me
Dortmund,
tell yes.
we stole the game. Leipzig.
I hear you. But what I'm saying is this.
Wait now. Paris Saint-Germain. We stole the game. Huh? Emirates in February.
Taking one. They stole the game.
No. Abdullah, leave him alone. He's putting him in a trap. Continue, Pitch. Continue. Put him in a corner.
No. I'm just saying the fact. I mean, we stole the game.
No, yeah, I know. Continue, please.
Wait, you stole which game?
At Emirates, we stole the game.
Oh, no. I think Blue Eye. So, see, Man City showed something yesterday that they've not shown in any edition of this Champions League.
Yes.
So they played. They were stifled at the Bernabeu. They were played. They know they were played out of the park, but they with all the solutions Pep put forward, Ancelotti answered, but just one moment of lapse, they scored and they equalized and left the Bernabeu with a draw. And they are going back to their home where they've not lost since 2018 in the Champions League. Right?
No, but what I'm trying to say is, I know.
Let me ask Carl one question. Why didn't Pep make any changes? Yes.
No, Carl, because I said it to Carl already said it to me already.
There was no need
to change.
Hold on.
What change are you gonna make? What change would you make?
Okay, this is the change I would have made.
Oh, yeah, made.
Okay.
Marius or Bernardo, right?
Okay, let me answer.
Sorry?
Let me tell you why that was not making
No, wait. Let him answer.
Hold on.
What change would you make?
Hold on now. The changes you are most likely to make in a game, especially in a big game like that, are your outlet players.
Who?
Your outlet players are the players that you use to relieve pressure.
Give me
when
names.
When you're in the pressure.
No, give me the names.
Hold on now. Or that you use to quickly attack
Abdul, give me
opposition.
I don't know. Give me.
So your outlet players yesterday, which were your pressure points,
Abdul, give me.
Relax.
Okay, Grealish and Bernardo Silva.
Who do you change?
It was Grealish and Bernardo yesterday. Yeah.
Grealish and Bernardo Silva. So the thing is, towards the end of the game yesterday, you guys were intensively under pressure.
Sorry, give me names.
Now,
but you said you wanted to change the game, Abdul. Then you have.
And I'm not telling you why.
Abdul, give him names. Give him names.
I'm telling you. He said, "Who should I have changed?"
No, give me the name.
And I'm saying
the person you have taken out and bring in since you want to. Because I asked him the same question.
No. Carl is trying to tackle the argument.
Okay,
I'm trying to give him a technical
Let me
explanation.
make I finish.
I deal in facts and concrete. Give me a name of who you would change. I'm a coach, right? So I say I want to change something.
I like that line.
But you just don't
Let me
throw.
give you an example.
Hold on. I'm telling you the reasoning behind the
right?
changes.
Hold on, Abdul, wait.
Okay.
This Sunday,
I'll tell you. Okay. Hold on, Carl.
Abdul, wait.
If you just give
Here's
me
why
2
I want,
minutes,
right?
I will complete everything I'm saying.
Let me finish.
But
I'll let you speak.
You are getting nervous at the answer you want to give.
Saying
Okay.
why?
Give me 2 minutes. I'll explain
I'll
everything.
bring in Rico Williams.
No, wait. Let him continue. Let him continue.
Why I need the name.
I watched the game.
Let me
watch the game. Okay.
Let me
I'm
explain.
not saying he should. I'm not stupid enough to think you just threw up names, whichever one that comes up, then you change it.
Abdul, let me give you why I need the name. Case on Sunday had a game. One of my players on the field was misbehaving, screamed at this person, right? Took him out. Talk to what you need to do, put him back in. They scored a goal. Give me a name of a player that you would take out and replace and why.
Okay. I'll give you the reason. I'll not give you a name. I'll give you the reason why Pep did not make a change yesterday.
Okay.
He was nervous.
Oh, God.
He was on the edge. That is why Pep did not make one single change in 90 minutes.
I don't think so
under pressure.
For me, I don't think so. I said it
Under pressure.
The problem,
in the Bano ball, you could not make one change.
You don't.
When you know that
when you know
that players are not going to be.
Human, can you mute that? This man, yeah.
Please mute everybody. What's this?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
when you know that people are not going to be 100% concentrated for 90 minutes.
You don't, Abdul, see, this is where you lack knowledge on this issue. Because I'll explain to you.
You just want to defend Pep.
Abdul, I said the same thing to Mr. Cow because I was angry that
I know my team.
Cow said the same.
No. Right? I understand you are all happy because of the result. No. I understand you are all happy because of the result. But the result can be deceiving sometimes.
Abdul, you can listen for one moment. Now,
just allow me to explain now.
No, you're saying
Go ahead, Carl.
I've asked you a question about who do you change. You haven't given me an answer.
I will change one of Grealish or who was the other guy?
Bernardo Silva.
Or Bernardo Silva.
For who?
For somebody who has a fresher legs.
Like who?
There are pressure points.
Like who?
I can't even.
Abdullah, what was last year?
I will bring in Mahrez or Foden. It's your pressure point. It's your outlet.
Abdul,
Mr. Cow, please. My problem because I questioned Cow to that. I was annoyed with Pep not making substitution.
Let me explain to you why. Very simple. What was the objective of that game? When he changed things in the last leg last year and he took out the they lost in 2 minutes.
We are not in last year.
I'm telling you why he didn't make the change.
Yesterday was not last year.
Oh, God.
What do you mean last year?
But Abdul,
what
Abdul, let me answer Abdul.
No, is Vinny Junior the same Vinny Junior of last year?
It doesn't matter.
The scenario is different. You can't say last year.
Abdul, at some point yesterday, Pep looked at it and said, I will take my sores and my wounds and take it home with this 1-1 win, 1-1 draw I have. I think that was the 65th minute of the game. You know why? You know why he did that? You know why he did that, Abdul? Because in the past, when he has tried to win those kind of games, like yesterday,
he lost.
So
I said, what did I say earlier? That
doesn't mean you're panicking. Caution is not fear.
It means you're nervous.
I don't think he was nervous. I think he learned from his
guys. Wait, hold on, guys. When you're cautious, it doesn't mean you're afraid. It just means you've learned a different way and know that if you stay alive, you come back to fight the next day, especially when you're going back home. This is a two-legged affair. The game does not. If yesterday was a final,
He was nervous. He was on edge.
Nervous.
I don't think it was nervous.
That's the wrong word. That's not.
No. I don't think it was nervous because I said it to Mr. Kawa.
I think
like,
Abdul,
in the last 20 minutes, that game could have easily turned to a 2-1 win for Madrid.
But
Abdul,
did it turn to be a 2-1? Was it 2-1?
That is football. That is football.
Last season, Pep Guardiola did the same thing. He lost that match. He was trying to win it. He lost it. Yesterday, yesterday, it was like I told this player, I'm gonna choose from the 11. I'm gonna throw you guys there, do your job. I'm not doing anything because he learned that. See, I mean, I always say this thing. You are going to play in Santiago, but that's a shrine of mine. What I didn't want you to do is come out against us. We're gonna kill you. And Pep learned. Okay. If I come out, I am in trouble.
Abdullah, let me explain. Abdullah, wait. From a coaching perspective on the sideline, let me tell you how the psychology works. Mm-hmm. You make the change when you are afraid because something is not going right. When things are going right, you don't make the change. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you from a sideline perspective, when you're managing the game, you're watching the game happen. If it's going according to the plan that you put in place, you don't want to change anything because you're afraid that you upset the balance.
I agree with you, Lex.
No. But what about the concept? No, hold on. What about the concept of attack is the best defense?
Because in the past,
it's been about.
What about that? Or defense is the best.
Let me answer a question, Blue Eyes. Because in the past, when you made a change such as that in the same stadium last year, guess what happened to you?
Lost the game.
You lost control. You lost control. You lost control. And I told Abdullah earlier on, every away game this season, except for one game, it's been 1-1. It's about control away, win at home. Control away, win at home. Don't do a Liverpool where you go there and open up and concede 3 goals in 10 minutes.
Then why is it that when teams lose a lead and lose a game, people say that when they had the lead, they were supposed to attack. Why did they start being afraid?
It depends on the context. If you have a two-legged tie, do you want to lose the game in the first leg, or do you want to still be in contention for the second leg? Mm-hmm. It's simple.
Because bless yesterday match because when Carl was saying it, Pep played something like last season where he knows if you come out and play. Madrid was on momentum yesterday. If you come out and play them, you're gonna get destroyed because Madrid was playing, but he knows. Just 1-1, pack the balls, do whatever I want to do. As long as I'm alive.
I mean, if we go back to Chelsea against Madrid 2 years ago at the Stade.
I just need to finish though. Let me just finish, guys, because I see you guys are getting excited. Hold on. Let me just finish. And I want to come back to Carl because I'm not here to talk about whether Pep packaged it or not. I'm talking about Carl's energy.
I still have the energy, my guy.
No.
I trust you. I still have the energy.
How are you saying that?
Hold on. All I'm saying is, if you actually want to, listen, guys, if you want to evaluate this game proper, let me ask you a question. Do you think this is an opportunity won or an opportunity lost for Man City?
Opportunity won.
100%.
100%. Blue Eye, because they're going to Etihad to win. They have a very good record.
No. You know what? I think otherwise. I think opportunity lost. I think Man City got punched in the lip. You know why?
Why?
No.
Because the only way I feel right now that you can contain Man City is if you can score them early.
Hey, how do you go Blue Eyes? How do you make that argument?
Let me finish. Let me complete the statement.
Playing at home, you go up to a goal and then you lose the win.
No, you're missing the point. Let me just finish the statement, please. And somebody needs to mute, man.
Right.
The worst plate,
Right.
What was I saying again?
You're saying that they lost the
exactly. Listen, if you can score the way Man City right now is so much in form, is what I'm saying. Let's not take the shine away from them. Man City is so much in form, but what would help an enemy of Man City, especially at this stage, semi-final, is if you score them early, they must readjust. They have to. And you're talking about Champions League royalty.
But Blue Eyes.
So hold on. No, hold on. Because Real Madrid knows they're not the same standard as Man City. They know Man City is in form. So all Real Madrid was waiting for were what? Areas of vulnerability.
Uh-huh.
You have to score first.
Uh-huh.
And it looks like Real Madrid is the only team that can do it. Now, you do the reverse, come back to the Etihad. That's what Real Madrid is going to do.
Yeah, but Blue Eyes, but
they'll take home court from you, man. They're going to take home court from you.
Blue Eyes, I listened to you.
They're going to take home court from you.
I've listened to you carefully, but your argument doesn't stick, brother, because you're the European champions. You claim to have the heritage and the experience. You are at home. You're the protagonist. You don't win the game. And then now you want to come to this challenger who, by the way, you've never beaten at home, whose manager has played you 5 times, you only lost once. And you want to come to their home and win them when you couldn't do it at your ground.
Watch and see. I think Real Madrid just set the stage. Hold on. Real Madrid, hold on. Real Madrid just rolled the red carpet for what they want to do.
What? Oh my God. Blue Eyes, wait.
Absolute nonsense. Third, brother.
No. Firstly, the ball is in City's court. Let us all accept that.
I'm sorry.
Let's all accept that.
I'm not a betting man. Okay, I don't bet.
However, though, let me just finish my statement here, please. Let me just finish with the mic. I cannot finish without shining a light on what Kevin De Bruyne did last night, man. Yo, that goal. Vinny's goal is nowhere near Kevin De Bruyne's goal.
I told him. Shout out Kevin's ex. Shout out Kevin's ex.
No. Vinny's goal is nowhere near than Kevin De Bruyne's goal. That Kevin De Bruyne's goal is he deflated the ball.
What do you mean by deflated the ball?
What?
You know when ball, you know when you hit ball, the
doesn't
velocity
rotate.
Yeah, remember high school physics now? The velocity where you're supposed to use land.
Are you talking about Felele or Tanko?
No. You guys don't understand what I mean. That ball was floating. It wasn't a hard shot.
It didn't rotate.
It was a floater. Now,
just use the right hand, Blue Eyes. He slapped the ball. Slapped the ball with his laces.
Man, that's what you call. That's why I say he took the air out of the ball.
No. Blue Eyes. Usually when you hit the ball, there is a how do I say it is? There's like a surface of air that it goes through. This ball just moved through space.
No, you know what? You know those kind of balls. Let me explain that ball properly for you.
Mm-hmm.
When you hit it, right, the goalkeeper hears the sound before the ball arrives. No, you don't understand.
Blind, talk about your ball yesterday. It was very good. I was very impressed with him.
Abdullah, just
Eduardo Camavinga.
Let me just finish. Abdullah, no vex. Make I just finish, man. I finish. Last. We're still talking about Real Madrid, right?
My wife is calling me, but
no problem.
When the next game? When the next show, guys?
Possibly Friday or Saturday. We're gonna talk about.
Madam is calling me.
All right. Let me greet her. Madam, I greet you.
I beg, greet her for us, my brother.
Madam,
don't get too excited, I beg. Don't get too excited, man.
Finals. What do you want to do?
Mr. Cow, I'll see you in the final with him.
Package your energy. One game at
a time. Whether you hate Man City or not. Man City.
Which best you go do? This semi-final. Which best you go do? Which best you go do? Win, lose or draw. You go enjoy them now. If you not win, then you go try again next year.
Kevin, listen, let me tell you the two heroes for Man City, Carl, before you go. Kevin De Bruyne and John Stones. I rest my case.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
See, I have said this. You see, the result actually flattered a lot of City supporters.
Mm-hmm.
So that is why you see Carl responding like that.
Yeah.
Because
I'm not surprised.
You cannot actually analyze that game and not think about the second leg. But when you try so hard and you analyze that game in isolation, if I was a City fan, I'll be crying.
Exactly.
Let me ask you a question, Abdul.
Seriously.
Abdul.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I hope
I
Carl
thought I
is
was
still,
way off. I thought I was way off.
I hope Carl is still listening with his device. If I was a City fan, I would be crying. Okay, look, we've seen this kind of games, this semi-final Champions League kind of game, many times. I'm not going to be carried away. I am not saying they cannot win, because to me, and I've said it repeatedly on this stream, any tournament you get to the semi-final, you're as good as winning that tournament. But if you try hard and watch that game in isolation, you will know it was like a great escape for City yesterday.
Well,
Seriously.
it was, but I don't like City fans coming and now selling us this whole thing about.
It's because of the result, the outcome, the
That was the
results.
plan. We want to rest players.
It's
We're hanging
because
our.
of it's because
Rest.
of the
Who
result.
said they want rest player?
It's because of the result, and you cannot look at that game in isolation. It's difficult. You have to you're always relating it to the second leg. You get me? So that's number one. There was a lot, and I think Pep was really nervous in that game. He was so nervous he couldn't make a change. You are telling me a high pressure game, you cannot make one change, even in your outlets, in your pressure point, you cannot change. Look, Grealish was dead.
Yeah, I should have taken him out
in that
already.
game.
No, Real Madrid loves that Grealish style because Grealish he runs to the left and then cuts to the right. So
Grealish, let me not lie to you. Grealish would not have passed Carvajal even when they played for 5 years.
If they play for 50 days, he would not have passed. That's what I'm saying.
Carvajal owed him, man. And
that
guess
is what I am saying.
No, but the thing is this, right, Abdul? Every player, even though they looked redundant to you, they were important in that piece, that chess piece that we watched yesterday.
But they still got beat 2-0.
Eh?
They still got beat 2-0.
Who got beat 2-0?
Oh, sorry. That 1-1. Look at the scoreline. It was terrible.
It's still 1-1 now. Yeah, see.
That is what I'm saying.
The only place, let me tell you, the only place I fault Carl, and he's still listening, is Carl said that Man City will beat Madrid home and away.
Exactly.
And that was when I told him that it's not possible for a Babalawo to get naked in his own shrine.
That is why I was trying to engage Carl seriously. But the result favors them. So there's nothing
FB, my brother, don't mind them. FB, my brother,
there's nothing you can tell them now. They will just say, "Oh,
no, they don't."
Everything is right.
Let me not lie to you, right? And I still maintain it that Madrid will go through. Yes. What? Madrid will go through to the final. You know why? You know why? Because Man City will now come to their home where they believe they are invincible. And the only team that can actually break that invincibility is Real Madrid, because this is the semi-final.
Next week is gonna be interesting.
Also, there's another historical start that's against Madrid. Madrid have never advanced to the final of the Champions League when they draw the first leg at home.
Yes, that's the start. Yes, it's against them.
Oh my God, not this underdog nonsense, guys.
And then Man City has not lost a home Champions League game since 2018. Blue eyes. That's a long time. That's 5 seasons, right?
Hold on. We've watched this game long enough. All that stats is irrelevant.
Doesn't mean shit.
I should check DM. What do you think to me, DM?
No. What is relevant? What is relevant is your state of mind.
FB.
Oh yes. Yes.
And City's state of mind. Okay. On that day will be the same state of mind, even if they had lost. Because
hold on,
Abdullah.
We're going to come to this.
Because they will think, guys, listen. They will think they need to win that second leg. Okay,
They are
even
doing
if
they have
even
to.
if they had lost 1-0 or 2-0 or 2-1,
Man City is going to attack in the second leg. You know that, Abdul, right?
that's what I'm saying. Even if they had lost 2-1, okay, their mindset will be we'll have to win the second leg. And that is even with this draw, it is still the same mindset they will use to go into that second leg that we need to win. Okay. And when you do that against Madrid, you know what's coming now. So the mindset of City in the second leg, what I'm trying to say, the mindset of City in the second leg has not been altered by this result. They will come there like we need to win. And when you do that against Madrid, you already know what's coming for you.
It's delicately poised next week at the ATL. I cannot wait for next
That's
week.
what I'm saying. But these City fans are already clapping for themselves because
Because
they
they
just
have
want to draw.
momentum is in their side. They have the
Yeah,
record.
Abdul. Here's the thing: for City, it is this year, or I'm sorry, there's no point anymore. There's no point. If
But that is
Haaland does
what
not, if Haaland does not come and show up in that Etihad, I don't know, man.
Kiman. But those are the kind of things Pep needs to be reminding them that guys, calm down. Let's just play our game. It's not we don't have to do or die. It's not this season or never. Calm down. Let's play our game.
But Abdul, is it
Because
possible?
once they get that
is it
rush into their
possible they are
head,
calm?
sorry.
Is it possible they will be calm on Wednesday?
That is what I was trying to explain to Carl when I don't let me talk now. It's difficult.
Yeah,
It's
because
really difficult.
it's so hard.
That's what I'm saying.
Man City
No,
has
no.
only been to one final, right?
FB, my brother, don't mind them.
Emmy. My City fans have said that they're going to beat Real. I told them that a draw would be perfect. You know, a draw would be perfect.
I think that match will be 2-2, go to extra
But
time.
Emmy, this is me. Okay, this is me talking, and because I've watched Man City last year and this, and like, okay, I get that, but like I said, like you said also, you are playing against a Madrid team, who is especially isolated Madrid. When it comes to UCL, they are very good. It is their competition, and I also look at Man City too, where apart from home, if they go anywhere with, they've been like 1-1. But in that stadium, that Etihad Stadium, and
They have to win.
everything favors them because they have everything around them. The momentum, the
Abdullah,
everything.
I'm sorry, but did you just start watching Champions League like 2 years
No.
ago?
No. No.
Why are you coming up with all this kind of scenario, whatever?
saying,
like you've seen this 1 million times.
Yeah, Abdul, that's what I'm saying.
See,
He's
Madrid
a
can
UCL
go
man
there and win, score one goal, and that's
delicately
it.
poised next week. That's what I'm saying. Delicately poised next week. That's what I'm saying that. Because Ancelotti have to make a decision next week. Militao is coming back next week. Rudiger played very well yesterday. Is it going to change it?
See,
No,
listen,
Militao is not going to start.
You just have to look at, like, guys, just really quick. Let's look at this. I know we're talking football, but let's just look at the formation, right? You can just see that Real Madrid has assumed that underdog role, but people don't even know what's going on. Their approach is to go, what do you call it? Utility. So that this whole thing I was talking about, scoring early, is going to be a little bit of a problem for Pep, because now he has to adjust. He has to adjust for potential of an early goal.
And they go, yeah.
And this is where the likes of Real Madrid have a lot of pop-up players.
Yeah.
Guys that just appear in a flash.
What did they go? They need all of them.
So again, hence why they got that goal today. This guy appeared in a flash. Vinny.
And
that wasn't even his spot. I don't think that was his spot.
Kudos to Camavinga.
That goal wasn't in his spot. Because it was more in the middle.
Yeah.
So again, man, but when you have people like Kevin De Bruyne,
but like, the most scary part about it is,
where
I'm a little bit scared is they didn't even involve Benzema in the game yesterday match. He was not involved.
No, but listen, Benzema played, right?
He played, yeah, he played.
This is the problem. I call Benzema a gravity player, because like when Benzema is playing, and whether he has a good game or a bad game, two men have to be on him.
Yeah.
There's always two men on him, one way or another. Because if you snooze, like in basketball, they say hand down, man down. So if you snooze with Benzema, he will punish you. So because there's always two men leaning towards Benzema, the lane is open for And what do you call? What did you just? Whose name? What's his name again?
Vinny.
Abdullah, just call his name.
Vinny.
The guy that scores from the midfield and the Vinnies of the world. Yeah.
Valverde.
Yeah, the Valverdes of the world. Thank you.
Valverde, yeah.
Benzema doesn't have to. He doesn't. Ancelotti knows what he's doing. Benzema doesn't need to have a great game.
Abdullah, let me ask you one question.
Okay.
The season Arsenal went unbeaten.
What season?
Yeah,
okay. You remember that season? They were invincible.
Yeah. Invincible, yeah.
That season, who did they play in the Champions League quarterfinal?
They played Chelsea.
They played Chelsea.
What was the result in the first leg?
I think it was a draw.
Was it
1-1?
I think it was 1-1.
It was 1-1 at Stamford Bridge,
It was 1-1.
Yes.
And then what was the result at Highbury?
1-0.
1-0.
In Bridge.
2-1.
2-1?
Okay. Chelsea won 2-1. And that was
Arsenal's. It was 2-1 Chelsea, right?
Yeah, 2-1 Chelsea. And that was Arsenal's historic season. Yeah. Where they went unbeaten in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you ride bicycle and chew bubble gum?
Look, forget these things, man. These guys don't know they're playing Champions League, man. They think they're going to play.
No. But the thing, see, Abdul, like I said, and I always say, Man City fans believe in that in that stadium of theirs, Etihad, they are invincible in that stadium so far in the last 6 seasons. And guess what? They played Madrid in that same stadium 2 times or 3 times in the last 4 years.
3 times already.
And they've not lost to Madrid in the same stadium. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you do but they don't. What I am trying to get into the Man City fans' head is this. This is a different game. This game, I don't care about form. Like, we all know the facts, the history. Mm-hmm. This game is 90 minutes plus 30 minutes, right?
Yep.
Anything can happen in those moments. And that's what Man City fans are saying. No, nothing. Man, in that stadium, man, will beat any team that comes there.
Did you see Kyle Walker and Vinny Jr. at the end of the game?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, they were shaking.
Kyle Walker was acting as if he was starstruck. Like he was so pleased with himself. Like, oh boy, this is a 30-year-old full professional. Okay. Going to applaud a 22-year-old Vinny.
Kyle Walker, try.
Just relax. Stop. He tried yesterday, relax, stop.
Yeah, because he couldn't believe what he did. He had to go and
Vinny was a man.
Salute Vinny.
Vinny a player.
He gave Vinny his flowers yesterday.
Uncle Carl, man.
Okay, he went to go and congratulate Vinny. What Vinny made him do yesterday, he's not done it for like 3 seasons.
So let me read the chat. So Blue Eyes, they said your take on Rudiger and Haaland.
That's Rudiger for you, man. Trying to disrupt the space for his attackers. You know, this is why we miss him. He's always like that. He's always a caricature. He's a character. He's not just a
but plus he played very well yesterday. It was very good yesterday.
He's not just a defender. He's a personality. You know. Mm. So these are the kind of things that make you a personality. You muddy the waters. Anytime somebody comes to shine.
So Carvajal had a field day with Grealish, no threat whatsoever. Camavinga played 2 roles. A left back and a midfielder. He occupied player. Benzema was at the right back, midfielder, left back, everywhere. It is I've read this one. It is their juju. Yeah, Madrid when it comes to UCL, they've won 14 for some reason. So I also think City players get rattled easily. They haven't mastered the dark art yet. I agree. Abdul, I saw you too. That was embarrassing. How are you excited to meet Vinny at?
Yeah. The only way they win this, the only way Man City wins, let me tell you something right now. Mm-hmm. I've watched this game, man, and the only adjustment Man City needs to make right now is they need to bring in that kid they call Phil Foden.
Yeah.
I think Phil Foden will do a better job than Jack Grealish because Phil Foden has the slice and dice in him. Jack Grealish is too predictable.
Mm-hmm.
He just goes triangle, but Phil Foden can go both ways. Jack Grealish, and Real Madrid train for Jack Grealish every day. That kind of player.
They don't train for Foden.
No, because Foden is tricky. He has a little bit of trickery and is very light. If you do anyhow, you collect penalty.
And it will beat you 1v1. It will take you out of the game.
And he likes to buy contact. And because he's small, you have a chance to pick on.
That was what I was telling Carl yesterday, that I was angry with Pep. I wanted to see Foden play or how Varese play. That was what I was telling Carl. I was like, the reason they didn't play because of last year when they lost. I was like, I understand, but I still want to see Foden play because I know Foden, when you bring him in, it can cause some problems. Unlike Grealish, where he was a little bit tired, they bring on Foden. Foden will give Carvajal a problem because he knows if Carvajal touch him, it's a free kick and it's a yellow card. He's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, I can see Foden at least making a difference.
Yeah, me too.
And then this guy, man, Gundogan, man. No, Gundogan, man, suspect though.
It was poor yesterday. It was poor.
Gundogan is a little bit somebody's sleeping, man. Somebody don't coach out. It
was poor, man, but overall, is a use. But and like I said, also, like what Abdul was saying.
Emily, please don't just raise my blood pressure right now. I don't want to even think about anything about that game right now.
Abdul saw it before you came in. I won't be surprised. Because I wanted to ask this question. I won't be surprised. He said he won't be surprised if Inter Milan win the UC. I'm like, yes, but it's a little bit weird for me because Inter winning the UCL, despite them not being favorite. Because Inter doesn't look like a team that can go all the way, but they went all the way and they're already in the final.
Inter
has the potential to win.
So in a one-off game, let me tell you guys, by the time the final is being played, Brozovic will be back 100%.
Mm-hmm. And they have a Coppa Italia before the final.
And guess what? Brozovic, Barella, and Çalhanoğlu. That midfield three, you go need to fight, man. Those guys are battle ready. Mm-hmm. They will fight you to the end.
Guess what?
And then also their wing backs. That left guy they call Damarco. That guy on the left wing back. Yeah. Hey, that boy is good, though. Yeah. That boy is good. Chelsea. Then you have Dumfries.
With an headless chicken. I don't even like him.
Dumfries is good, oh. That Dumfries guy.
I know to send Dumfries, man.
Whoa, no. The guys that they play with that Dumfries.
Dumfries now work also. He can play football for 2 days non-stop.
I swear. And then
I don't need those kind of players.
And then they are
players going to give me 60 minutes go rest, man.
You see that back three? You see that their back three? Jeez, Bastoni.
Without Skriniar.
To me, Bastoni was the man of the match today.
How long have I been telling you guys about Bastoni? Nobody want to listen to me. You don't read 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Bastoni, Alexandra Bastoni.
He's a top-class defender.
He's top 5. He's top 5 in the world right now.
Chelsea don't suffer. Imagine Lukaku winning the Champions League again.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
It's possible.
It's possible. Very possible.
You see, they have I just called the spine for you. They have a strong spine, and then they have a good goalkeeper in Onana.
Who is very good.
Imagine, Blue Eyes, in this season's Champions League, Onana has kept 7 clean sheets. 7.
He's a very good. And I heard we're going to buy him.
Yeah, looking for Inter Milan say 40 million plus. 40 million plus, yeah.
Let us dash them Lukaku and collect Onana. I think that's a good deal.
But I mean, know the funny part.
I'll do that
because the board wants to buy him, but the skepticism is on Mauricio Pochettino because he doesn't favor Onana, he favors the Brentford goalkeeper.
Pochettino is a big fool.
Listen, I want
to say so.
Wait, what's he skeptical for Onana? Onana is world class.
Let me tell you. I need to tell you guys something about Pochettino.
They sleep, I beg.
Wow. Now, meet this guy. Keyman.
Is it Keyman?
Yeah, mute him.
I don't meet him. Go ahead.
I want to say something about Poch. which I give Todd Bowley credit for. So here's what happened, in my humble opinion. This deal is done, but
Yes.
the next step now for Todd Bowley and crew is, how do we hit the media waves with it? When's the right time? So, first of all, the rumors start. We're all pissed.
Yeah.
I remember me, and especially me. I don't want Poch. No
Me
matter
too.
what. I know
But because of Tottenham Hotspur.
personally, but I'm trying to give you a chain of events here, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't want him because he's not elite.
Exactly. So I'm trying to give you guys a chain of events. So people are pissed. Why? Why? Because of this whole Tottenham agenda. Nobody wants Poch. All the Chelsea fans are pissed. Then all of a sudden, guess what happens? Todd Bowley and crew execute what's called the theory of scarcity in economics. If you remember university economics,
I remember.
theory of scarcity. And all of a sudden, where's Poch?
Chelsea.
Now everybody's looking for Poch. You see? So when he comes now, there will be a level and spirit of appreciation that finally we have Poch. Imagine that transition. That's what's going to happen. This is exactly what you call I think it has to do something with the media. There's a kind of you test the market, because I remember they probably said, let's see what the fans say based on rumors.
On rumors, yeah.
All, if you guys remember, all the platforms, nobody wanted Poch.
I don't want Poch to me too.
Now, where is Poch?
That's true.
Now everybody is like, where is Poch? So I feel Todd Bowley and Crow will probably stretch this thirst to make sure that when Poch comes, we don't want to lose him again, is what I'm trying to say.
I get you.
Because of this whole laundry approach to managing coaches.
Managing coach, yeah.
But you know, the problem is football fans and sports fans in general, they quickly forget. The next day, they will start judging him. So
Well,
we
true,
might be the first day we might go, oh, where's Poch? Let's Kukuma have the Poch.
Look at
Let's
Liverpool and Klopp. Look at Liverpool and Klopp. We're not Liverpool, though. Let's not get it twisted, please. But look at Liverpool and Klopp. Remember 7 years ago? Come on, Abdul, you remember now? We all remember.
Yeah, I remember.
It's not like he had a red carpet.
Yep.
He had to create his own red carpet.
And they love him now.
So I feel this whole, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's a very weird opinion, but I think it's working because the temperature out there right now is people are angsty. They can't wait for Poch to start. People are already assuming what Poch's players would be. You understand?
Even the media are saying something that Poch has not even come out and said.
Won't.
Like saying we want this player to stay, we want the player to go. Poch hasn't even come out and say it. Just the media saying rubbish. It properly didn't even say.
So, anyways, I think if it works, if Poch ends up coming, I think this is that's what you call a savvy execution of bringing in a villain and making him a superstar. You bring in someone from enemy territory and make him the chosen one.
Imagine Poch winning the EPL.
Imagine we don't know who our coach is for the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
Imagine what the fans will be.
Exactly. But we know it's Poch, but we don't even know where it's gonna arrive. We're just hearing close. It's getting close. When we don't know.
It's done, yeah. Vote with your feet. Yeah, of course it's done.
I know it's done, yeah.
It's done. It's just they're choosing the right time.
Exactly. That's what America does. Like they're gonna tease you, and they'll just give you.
No, it's just business. It's just business. No, I don't think it's attached to any origin. It's just business. And then you get a lot of.
I'm like, and I think this has been done since for me. This has been done since for me when in May. This has been done since April for me.
You get a lot of what do you call it? Fan engagement. So you pick up, and then you pick up new fans as well. So there's so many.
I said it on this place. For me, based on living in America and the kind of where I work with billionaires people. This has been done a long time ago. What America are doing is they're just waiting, like what you said, on the fan wave to look at the pros and the cons before they make their decision. This for me has
No,
been done.
the decision is done. It's just when is the right time to announce, man.
Announce exactly.
You know,
for me, and they know what they want. They already know what they want already.
I think we're going to deal with Poch for maybe 2-3 years.
And Blue Eyes, I will not be surprised if he's given 5 years contract. I won't be surprised.
No. They'll give him a lesser contract.
I will not be surprised.
Abdullahi, I think they'll give him a 3-year contract.
Emmy is an American owner. These people.
No. They've learned their lesson though.
We'll see.
Listen, and I'm not even worried if they give him 10 years, Seth, because these guys are not stupid.
Oh my god.
They will, even if they gave him 10 years, they're not stupid. You know, like I've always said, they always find an escape clause so that when they have to fire the person, there's always a way out to shelter them.
Like what you said with Potter, they give Potter 30 million instead of 60 million.
It's not like they don't have a safety net when they let even though they got to pay the person a lot of money. They have their own way out.
See you guys, man. I have to go.
All right, man.
You know, Kima, take care. Good night.
Choma, jump on now.
Come late, though. Choma, you come late. We're about to round up. You come late, though, but it is what it is. All I want is just announce Poch and let everybody have the rest of my people.
Now you're saying just announce Poch.
No, yeah.
Right. In as one that they don't like him because of
it's called product. There's something they call it in marketing.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Product.
Emily, stop this thing, man. Stop with this your nicks. But I don't know. I know it's a theory in economics where you create it's like artificial scarcity. And then you make the demand rise.
Yeah.
As a result, I think the demand curve rises, correct?
You change the customer behavior.
Exactly.
Then all of a sudden, the customers never wanted this product, but all of a sudden, they're now lining up for it. Like that's what Apple does. You know that, right?
That's true. Very true.
And even Samsung does it now. Samsung does it.
Very
true.
Very true. Everybody will say, why would they sell a phone without a charger? Why would they do that? Why would they sell a headpiece without a charger? Why would they sell this one? But guess what? The day the product is released, whoa. Everybody.
This one I'm using is Samsung A53. When the 5G network came out, it came out with it. So people were like, it's not gonna be, I don't even like it, it's not good. This is a very good phone because it's Samsung model where people buy it. When the 5G network came out with the Verizon and then T-Mobile, this one came out with it together. They made it together with it.
Chema says she's watching a movie.
Oh, sorry, I was watching a movie. Oh, don't worry, you're watching a movie.
Don't worry.
Are you watching Akin and Popo or cartoon?
No, because I told her to join. Maybe that's why she was watching a movie. Okay.
No problem. Don't worry on Sunday.
As long as you're listening, no
because
problem.
We'll talk about music on Sunday. You wanted me to talk about music. Don't worry, on Sunday we'll talk.
Anyway, Abdullahi and Blue Eyes, it's going to be very interesting next week. I'm not watching Premier League anymore. I'm done watching. I don't care.
Too, I'm done. I'm tired with Premier League, man.
I'm not watching. That's Sunday. I'm waiting for my NBA Game 7s or Game 6s coming up.
But me, I'm enjoying watching some of the players because players like Noni, they've actually started to come through. Even
are we talking about the Chelsea game versus?
I don't really even care who they're playing, but I'm actually just using it to understudy or to study the developments
Noni has been coming good.
Of some of these players, man.
He has a chance. Frank Lampard believes in him. First of all.
He's coming back.
All me I want is let go of Mr. Frankie. If you want to go to holiday and Atlanta, Georgia, don't come back to Chelsea. Just stay there. Please.
Oh, Frank, he's leaving. Please leave him. He's leaving. We've got our first win. Can he enjoy his first 3 points?
I'm not enjoying anything. He can bounce.
No. Look, I'm really scared, man, because if Frank wins maybe the next game 4-0, those guys might change their mind.
No, they can't. They don't.
They can't change their mind. You don't know American people.
But in the last game, just after a win against Bournemouth, the fans were already singing Super Frank, Super
No,
Frank,
no,
Frank,
no,
Frank.
no. Don't mind those people.
Okay,
Abdul, you know the way
keep saying
Chelsea
don't mind
fans.
them, don't mind them.
You know the way they are fickle in their mind.
Yeah, but if they sing Super Frank in two more games, the owners might change their mind.
No, they can't.
They can. Abdul, I'm telling you that, and I live
Hold
in
on,
it.
hold on. Do you go to the stadium?
I didn't go, but I saw it. I saw it.
Exactly. It's the people that go to the stadium, the owners are going to be hearing.
No, Abdul, that's not going to happen. I think Pochettino is already there. Let's not go back and start, speculating crap, man.
But
Finally, Lampard is going to get his goodbye from Chelsea on the last day of this season, which is, I think, the 28th or 29th of this month.
Yeah, on Sunday.
Yeah. So, because he didn't get a goodbye as a player, he didn't get a goodbye. So I think that's one thing. These guys are giving him the opportunity to.
I mean, that's your own narrative.
It's not narrative. It's what
Lampard cannot beat Man City. I'm not joking. He can't even beat United. So relax.
If Lampard win two more games, they're going to
it's
do
not
the job.
We want to hear the truth. We're not going to win that time for the Saudi. So
that's what you're banking on, and I accept. But I'm saying if he wins two more games,
he's not winning any
stop having that mindset.
He's not going to win one more game. I think Chelsea plays Nottingham Forest this weekend, right? Yeah, he's
no. I'm not here to defend Frank Lampard, but he figured something out.
We're lucky to win that bomb.
You
know what he figured out? He figured out how to use the midfield. You know what he does now? And that's the reason why he got success in this last game. Is he's figured out that he doesn't have midfielders like trains. He doesn't have locomotive trains that can actually convey the ball from deep to the third. So what he did is he transports the ball evading that midfield so that those midfielders can now appear as spot up attackers, which is what they are. And he got success in this last game. So it looked like the midfield was not working, but the midfield was actually they were able to run in from behind.
Blue eyes. You know what?
No, he did a fantastic job. I was impressed with his gameplay that day, even though na small team.
Blue eyes, I accept your explanation.
Yeah.
But overall, do you know what Frank Lampard's problem is as a coach? He's still thinking like he's still.
Yeah.
Frank Lampard's problem as a coach overall is he's still thinking like a player. He needs to stop thinking like a player and start thinking like a manager.
No, but guess what, Abdul? It comes with the coaching academy. It comes with your growth.
No, but he will have been, you don't want him to be so damaged where he will have everybody will start running from him now.
Like I always ask, none of us knew Harry Redknapp when he was Frank Lampard's age. None of us know his trajectory of how he grew. None of us know any of these coaches from when they were Frank Lampard. We just saw the finished project. All we know is the finished product with most of these guys. And if this is and like I said, Frank Lampard is still green behind the ears. He's still green behind the ears. Of course, he's not a good coach. I'm just saying for that last game that we won, I'm not talking about his overall coach. No, I know he's not a good coach. What he did that gained him success was he disabled that midfield. He used them as late arrivals, and it worked like magic.
He should get his bye and he can F off.
He's gonna win the next game. So
he go have Lampard.
You don't know me.
Why? How?
I want them to stay up. Don't worry.
You like that? You like the striker? What's his name? That guy can score goals.
I just want nothing for him. I'm tired.
There's two Niger guys who did that team.
Awoni and Dennis.
Yeah, just like Miami Heat, two Niger boys for my team, man. That's why I love my team. And Bam and Gabe Vincent, 3. Gabe Vincent, that's
anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, have a good one.
Yeah, you guys take care.
Guys, like the video, subscribe. Smash the like button, guys. Guys, peace out. God bless. Stay safe, my people. Double.